And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Kindred Lists. We are working on our technical issues, as we always do here at Proficiency Bonus. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. And there he is! MG is back, everybody!
Wow!
Look at that! We've got an MG in the house. So we are super excited tonight to have MG back, and we will see how Lachlan comes into the story here in just a moment. So we just have to thank a few of our sponsors before we begin. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp for partnering with us. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link to their website. You can order a bunch of awesome stuff from them, and if you use the coupon code PROBONUS at Little Dragon Corp at checkout, you get 10% off of your entire order. So make sure you check them out at some point tonight during the show. Also, if you visit Cardboard Castle, which is a brick and mortar store here in Evans, Georgia, all you have to do is tell them that you're a fan of Proficiency Bonus, and they will give you 10% off of your in-store purchase. So if you are around the area or just cruising through and see Cardboard Castle Games, stop in and tell them we sent you, and you'll get yourself a nice little discount. So make sure you guys do that. Any other announcements that we want to make before we kick off tonight's show? Any special announcements or things that we need to throw out there? Okay, so no. I do want to make an announcement for this show in particular. For those of you who do not know, our characters leveled up last time to level 19. So they are on the heels of level 20 Dungeons and Dragons characters. That being said, we are nearing the end of our storytelling with this long, extended campaign that we've been running for 4.5 years. So we are we will hope that you will stick with us, as we're not exactly 100% sure how many episodes or shows that we have left. It really depends on these wonderful players that are in front of me and how they handle the situations that I throw at them here in the next few sessions. And we will see how things go from there, but we are winding down. So you're not going to want to miss these next few Fridays, because there's going to be a lot of things happening, a lot of deep and important story elements that are going to be happening. Also, a lot of troubling conflict that's going to boil up to the top, so to speak, as we get here towards the end of wrapping up this campaign. That doesn't mean that the story will necessarily be over, depending on how this campaign ends, unless they decide that that's what they want to see happen, and then all their characters just sacrifice themselves for the good of the universe. I guess we shall see. Yeah, right, Molfin, right.
I'm sorry, did you say sacrifice all of them for the good of Molfin?
And that might be a better way of looking through the one eye that Molfin has left.
Yikes.
So
I had it 60 feet away from me.
Last time, you guys were in the midst of a conflict that happened within the shrine of Callista's grandmother, the matron mother of the Zalaran family. You thought you had slain the matron mother, but then the boneless body, due to Molfin's, I don't even know what you call it. I don't even know what that move is called.
Let's call it jellification.
Yeah. Turned the matron into jello by deleting her skeletal structure with the hand of Vecna. But the gelatin body of the matron mother stood back up and wobbled around and continued to fight without a skeletal structure. And then you came to find out that another being, banshee-like being, came into the room. and stirred up Lolth, causing her to break through from the shrine, and actually a fight of entities, deities, began to break out within this shrine. You guys disposed of the matron mother, and then as you were trying to leave, you were transported to the front of a dark and gloomy tower, where you heard the clearing of a throat behind you. And as you all turn around, coming out of the misty fog just down this crude cobblestone road, you see stepping through the fog a smallish, darkened silhouette. And then out of the fog, you see a familiar individual. It's Lachlan.
I glomp him.
Aren't you on top of Molfin right now? Who tackled Molfin?
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
did
yeah, I
tackle
didn't
Molfin at the end of
tackle
the
Yeah, I think Ashlyn did tackle Molfin.
I use half my feet movement to stand up, and I glomp. Lachlan.
What's glomp?
I think it means run until I like.
It's
butt
a
into
running
you.
hug attack.
Yes.
Nice.
Ashlyn,
There's a word for
I get
it?
it.
Ashlyn,
Yeah, it's an anime word for it.
you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Basically, Ashlyn like swoops you up and starts swinging you around as you.
Legs kicking.
Yeah.
I missed you, buddy.
That hurts.
I'm sorry, boss.
What are you guys doing here?
What are you guys doing here? What are we doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Okay, I'm not answering them.
Is everybody here? Are they all here?
Am I still in Earth Elemental form?
I think you are.
I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah. Lachlan,
That's Rocklista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rocklista's there. Riled is present with Silver and Vix and Diana. They're all here. Molfin's getting up, brushing himself off.
Looking gloomy.
Yeah. He seems to
Shrouded in darkness.
He seems to match the scenery around. It's
You're all still here. That's good.
As
You know.
opposed to.
You're still
Insight
alive.
check. Is this the real him?
Go ahead. Make an insight check.
Can I make a perception check before I drop Earth Elemental form to just make sure we're like relatively safe before I drop this form?
Sure.
18.
18. Lachlan, is it really you?
Think so.
Okay.
You think so?
Sometimes you wake up after a night with Brock and Brantley out at the tavern and you're not sure. You're like, is this real?
Who am I?
A million perception.
A million? Okay.
19 plus 18.
You're looking around as a rock elemental. There's something like running across the ground, like towards the steps. It looks like these four small, like little things. Like they're so far away by now that it's hard to pick up. But they're like these little black. It looks like they have little legs, and they're.
What the? That's the only thing I see?
Yeah, I mean, you still see that that Shatterkai, rather broad-shouldered but really skinny leg, kind of butler standing there at the front door. Just standing there. He's got like a gray towel like draped over his arm as he's just like standing there, like staring towards you guys across the courtyard.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You said we leveled up.
You did.
Does it count as a long rest?
Here's the way.
For healing and spell
Here's
purpose?
the way I usually do that. You have access to those spells, but if you used any spell slots, you don't get your spell slots back yet until you complete a long rest, and you get your hit points from the level, but you don't just heal up the full. You have to still get a long rest to heal up the full.
Okay.
You guys look tired.
It's been a day. Can we perhaps move away from the building with the strange shadowy figure in it?
Okay.
Rapidly.
Mulfin, do you understand? You understand primordial, right?
Of course.
All right. What are those?
What a what?
What about
Do you see that? Does the rest
See
of the party
what?
see that? Those
See
little
what?
things just running straight towards that figure. What is that?
I don't see anything.
Oh,
Fighters?
nothing.
As Callista points it out, well, actually, the rest of the group, unless you understand
just hear,
primordial,
like,
you're
rumble,
like
shattering,
rocks
she's, like,
shattering
wearing
together
all
and
the
grinding and stuff. Yes.
Oh, she's speaking from
Yeah,
primordial.
She's
primordial.
speaking primordial, but she's pointing in that direction.
But Ashlyn and Molfin can understand primordial. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Ashlyn, go and make a perception check.
Okay.
There's like a butler dude, and then those small little things. What do you see that, Ashlyn?
25.
25. Yeah, you can see it, Ashlyn. Actually, two of those little things kind of like bump into each other. They go boop, and like fall on their behinds, and then they stand up, and then they start to run back towards like they're going from you guys to the direction of the butler.
Oh,
Across
they're
the-
kind of cute. Maybe they're harmless. I don't know what they are. Do you want me to run after them and tell you what they are?
I don't know what that thing is, though.
I'm sure nothing could go wrong with
One of
this.
them veers off to the right and then just does like this like little swan dive into the ground. It goes, and then you see it's
I
like
think I
his legs like start to kick and a little bit of black dirt just goes
Oh.
just dug into the ground.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Let's run in the other direction.
I'm gonna back up. I don't know what's happening. I'm backing up. I kind of just back up. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Blackman, it's great to see you again. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, tell
Come
me.
back to Waterdeep. See you guys.
Oh, there's see those things, Diana?
Yeah,
Everyone.
I see
they're-
them. But
they're
why
running.
am I
Eyesight
scared
isn't
of
too
them?
good. I can't see that far.
Another one does a swan
I-
dive into the
Weird.
dirt on the other side of the pathway.
Yeah, let's run. Let's go move away
Yeah, let's
farther.
back
Wrong
up a
with
bit.
the
How
little,
far away are they?
From you, probably about 40 feet.
Oh, I'm backing up. I'm getting the group
Alright.
to back up. I
Okay.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
wrong with the gopher things?
I don't know, but if it actually, I do have an idea, and I just glare at Molfin.
Yeah.
I actually do have an idea of what those are, and I don't trust it.
Remembered something.
Much
Okay.
as Wolfen is just sauntering away, just
For those of you that have been kind of perceiving around here, I know you guys have been focused on these little creatures or critters or whatnot or whatever they are. You do notice that inside the courtyard of this massive fence and gate that you look into, there's these. It's shrubs, like large darkened shrubs that look. I don't know. They look withering and they just don't look like very healthy. Greenery around this courtyard. And if you've ever seen the movie Edward Scissorhands, they're shaped like creatures that are kind of odd. Like some of them have like 3 arms and look like they have like claws like sticking out, but it's a shrubbery with these very small blackened leaves that kind of hang from them. But there's all kinds of just weird creatures that you've never seen before carved into this shrubbery as you guys are looking around the courtyard. Molfin, you can see the last 2 of these little things kind of dive off to the side and kind of dig into the ground.
how close to the building were they able to get?
The last 2 were able to get within like 15 feet of the steps where the butler stands.
Oh, we should probably move away. Yeah.
Right, is there anything that Molfen can just sort of lean up against?
Oh yeah, like the
Pretty
gates
tough rock.
open, so like there's like this stone that the gate is attached to, like it's a stone pillar there where the gate like swings in and out. You can kind of just lean on the inside of the it's kind of like if you're leaning on the edge of the door, you know.
Couch, pull out some of the rations and just start snacking, waiting to watch the show.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's not long at all. You guys can feel a rumble beneath your feet.
Oh no.
And you can see where those little things just jumped into the dirt. The ground almost begins to crack and start to open up. And blackened dirt starts to pile up in some of the areas. And
Oh,
you can see that two of the things, like the dirt just starts to rumble. It almost looks like it's like boiling water, but it's dirt underneath, and it's like, and all of a sudden, bursting out of these two are these shiny armored creatures that just come flying up out of the ground and slam down into the middle of the courtyard. You can see their shimmering bodies like glimmering. It doesn't catch like a super big highlight from any brightness because it's very gloomy here, but you can see you guys saw one of these before. These are called bullets, and there are two of them that just busted out, and they're just snarling and looking around, and two of them look up towards the Shadow Kai butler that's standing up there on basically the entryway of this fortress. Also happening,
What are the other two?
you see all of a sudden, like,
Be the freaking pyramid.
that bubbling kind of occurs again in another spot, but it kind of opens up and gets bigger, and then all of a sudden you see, and then this mushroom, purple mushroom, just goes and pops up, and then about 5 inches away, another one pops up, and then about a 10-foot radius area around this courtyard, all these little purple mushrooms just bust into being in a crowded area, and then just start going like this.
The audio's coming through.
Oh, is it peeking it out? It's
Your
because
microphone cuts you out.
it's because it.
What were you doing that your microphone said no?
It's such
You're probably getting higher pitch.
it's such a high pitch. Let me back up from it and see if it picks it up. You ready? Here we go. Nope.
Your noise gate is good. You got a good noise gate. That's really good.
High pitched, ridiculously loud whine that comes from that patch. And let me double check something really quick.
We're here. Like,
So how's it going,
I
Locke?
should
You
have
know?
pulled this up before I did
So,
this.
how's the mission?
Yeah.
you know, it's going.
Going?
What
Doing a lot of
brings you
research
here?
at the taverns, you know.
Is that it? Just research at a tavern so far? That's
Yeah,
cool,
you know,
though.
Making
Yeah.
underworld connections, Brock and Brantley and I. Yeah.
You gotta make
Otherworldly.
connections.
How'd you get
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Funny, I was, I actually got kind of caught and I was running, and all of a sudden I felt this lifting sensation.
Did you die?
I
He
hope
probably
not.
died. He's probably dead.
No. And if you did, Lachlan, I'd resurrect you.
Oh,
Thank you. You
You
did
do that a
once
lot now.
already.
Yeah.
yes, it's true.
Okay,
It was
so
immediate, though.
so you guys don't need. I thought there might have been a saving throw involved, but there's no saving throw for a shrieker. It just screams audibly within either light or disturbance. So as they pop out of the ground, they're just starting to like scream and create this like loud. It can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Wow.
And the last thing that happens is all of a sudden this massive geyser erupts from the left side of the courtyard. And as you see it, like, it goes 30 feet up in the air, and it's sprouting like a giant fountain. And it's spraying this deep crimson liquid as it busts out through the ground. And you can see the butler standing there, and he's, even though all this is happening, he's standing perfectly still at attention, like looking straight ahead, and just sighs as all this red liquid just sprays him and goes all over the little cloth around him, and you can see he's just covered in blood.
Calista also sighs and just looks at Molfin. Was that necessary?
Panicked.
Still got it.
Okay.
Somebody was behind us. I was going to attack. I got tackled.
DM's inspiration, Matthew.
Nice.
The
Worse if I hadn't been tackled. Lachlan would be a bowl of jelly.
So that's
Maybe.
Did
and
Ashlyn
I
do
might
good?
be a little bit crazy here, but maybe we don't initiate a conversation with turning somebody to jelly. That's probably like wait till after we start fighting, maybe.
As you say the words after we start fighting, you can hear that the bullets are charging the individual standing on the steps. But you notice that vines start to erupt from some of these shrubs that are around, and some of the vines start to wrap around the legs of these bullets as they one gets about ready to pounce up the steps when a vine wraps around its waist and tugs it back and drags it down along the courtyard.
Oh, shit.
One of the other shrubberies kind of animates, and its large upper torso kind of wraps around the creature and just holds it at bay while it's sitting there growling and snarling and trying to bite into the shrubs. It pulls off some leaves, and you can see the leaves kind of fall down to the ground, but it's sitting there, it's holding its ground. And 4 or 5 other of the shrubs start to animate, and they have these little vine, kind of like Spider-Man kind of esque, as they pull out their arms, and the vine shoots out and wraps around, and they rope up the other one and tie it up to where it's just kind of snarling and unable to move, restrained. And then they hold perfectly still. The guys are still shooting blood. The shriekers are still screaming.
How far away are the shriekers?
About 35 feet away from you guys.
Missed you guys.
I'm gonna go into Earth and head towards them, burrowing, and then try and like come up and just destroy them in Earth Elemental form.
Okay.
Giving me a headache.
Excellent. I won't even have you make an attack roll because their AC is like ridiculously like I don't even think you have to roll to hit them. To be honest, you would have to roll a 1, and they don't have very many hit points. So you come like bursting up, and you just basically fold them up with the earth, and you just hear them go, "Oh!" and then kind of like pull them back under into the earth.
That's better.
Now, as you did that, you got doused with a bunch of blood from the geyser.
Oh. I go into the earth and have a mud bath.
Okay, you got it.
Do you guys think it's odd that we've all ended up in the same place here?
A lot.
I mean, somebody's taking an interest again.
What was happening again when we came here? I know Lachlan was running and we were leaving.
We were dealing with. I'm gonna pop back up and drop form. We were dealing with Lulth.
What?
I think she sent us here.
That's right. Well, yeah. Because I remember some bibbidi boppity boo happening.
No, but didn't she seem angry, though? For some reason, I seem to recall her, like, yelling as we were imagining things.
Were we antagonizing?
No, we were going to attack the other thing.
We
The
were
Banshee Queen, yeah.
uneasy allies, I suppose.
And she didn't want us to die or something, I guess. That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's how I took it. I took it as she didn't want us to get involved into the deity fight because she wanted us for something else. So
Other purposes, yeah.
But I'm
Nice
so
to send us here, though.
tired.
Well, isn't she rather not on good terms with the cretin who calls this place home?
Maybe that's exactly why she sent us here.
Or perhaps it's the cretin summoning us.
I think that would be it.
Can I make a retroactive insight check on Lulth?
For some reason, I thought you guys did. I thought somebody did make an insight check, but go ahead. You can.
I thought someone did because I want to say
I don't remember. It might have been me. It might have been someone else. I don't.
I'd like to think I'm not hallucinating that we had to talk about how she was pissed off that we were getting sucked away.
Was she?
No, I didn't think she was. I think
I
she
thought
was
I
like
thought she was trying to protect us.
she said like
We're
no,
supposed
and
to.
then like reached her hand out
Thank
to
you.
protect us.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking.
Because
Yeah,
it was as
the-
soon as we
was
went to
like,
attack the Banshee Queen, she said no, and we teleported away.
yeah.
But that could have been no, like we were being sucked away, or no, don't
or
attack
no,
her.
don't interfere. Dirty
Yeah.
20.
Just so you guys have this, just so I may have not have described the situation correctly. So just to make sure that you guys got it, she exactly how Jamie said it was how it happened. It was like you guys went to go attack this other form, and she said no, stuck her hand out, and that's when you guys were transported.
Yeeted
It
out.
wasn't like you guys started yeeting and then she was going no. It was
Right. That's how I
Okay.
remember
Okay.
it.
Hey,
Because
keep
she was our
fighting.
friend for that whole
Yeah,
scenario,
she was trying to
basically.
protect us and keep us alive for some
Yeah.
reason.
Why
She
would you
wanted us
send
to
us
get
here?
rid of my family. She's literally using us to get rid of my family. We win. She wins. And then she's like, yeah, but this bitch is mine. Go away.
I remember that because the Banshee Queen was like trying to usurp Lolth's power or
Lolth,
something like
yeah.
that, and your family was following her, I think. So
Yeah, the
Lolth was
Banshee
like,
Queen wanted to
right.
take over Lulf's position was what was trying to happen. But obviously
Glad that we
didn't
hashed
want
this
to
out
be
because
involved.
yes, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Context.
Context.
Yeah.
That's correct. It was a dirty 20, so I'm assuming I just remember that information.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the Queen of Spiders is very difficult to insight.
Yeah.
Because you can't really trust anything she says.
No, yeah. But from what I remember, that was her trying to protect us.
To
Well,
send us to the place that we hate the most.
Why she brought Lachlan though?
that's what I was going to say. Was it
Why
Lolth
not?
that brought Lachlan? Maybe she didn't realize. Maybe she thought that he was in like the next room over or something, and decided to include
Maybe
him.
He's
I
sneaky.
I mean, like maybe Lolth and this lady are allies because, like, if you're going to war with somebody, you want to have an ally. So,
But I thought we hated the Raven Queen like so much.
it seems like we hate all gods personally, but
I
Most
love
gods.
Ilmater.
How's that list
Ilmater
going?
doesn't count.
Great, lots of progress. So many crosses off. No, actually not.
we forgot about the list, honestly, Rob.
Yeah, we kind of got down here for a while. Underdark. Yeah.
You guys ever sit there and look at the list and realize, wow, that's a lifetime. It's a long
Every
list.
day.
Yeah.
Every damn day. All right, let's go see what this butler thing wants, I guess.
Anyone happen to have an umbrella?
Umbrella?
Just
How
as a
long
rain of
does it?
blood falling from the sky?
Yeah. How long does that last, Muffin?
I have no idea.
Is the
Okay.
blood? No, that's a very high level spell. Oh, never mind.
Honestly, probably after this conversation, you guys do notice that the geyser of blood starts to slowly start to go down back into the earth. It only
Good.
lasted about a minute.
I had a shield.
Okay, that's not bad.
I would have used it as an umbrella. Are we going towards the creepy butler and the castle?
I guess so.
We don't
As
have
long as
any
we don't
other-
liquefy him first.
we don't
Muffin.
really have any other point of
Make no
reference.
promises.
Yeah, I can't teleport us anywhere right now, so
We shall ask
Oh,
questions.
where do you want to go?
home, not here.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that
Yeah, I
is
can get them
technically a
back.
separate plane of existence. I
I can
couldn't
also get it back
teleport
to
us
the
all,
prime
but I
material
could
if I wanted
banish
to.
myself.
You could banish yourself, assuming that you're natural still and wouldn't get to hell for all the various parts that you own. Are you yourself?
I am not the ship of Theseus, if that's what you're referring to. I have not yet replaced all my boards.
Yeah, I don't understand what you mean, Muffin. You use big words too much that are made up, okay? So let's just walk towards this thing.
That was actually a really smart
Famous
reference.
Gnomish hero.
Silver, how can you get us home?
Theseus.
Paris plane shift. I can get us out of here if we want to go back to the Prime Terror plane.
The garden?
Spooky
I have a
castle to
stick.
explore.
You have a stick?
I have a stick. It's attuned to the garden.
Oh. Yeah, that was nice.
Plane shift also. That sounds
I
cool.
also have the. I don't know actually if the Chronoscepter would take us back home. From the
How
How
Feywild.
funny
No,
would it be
you-
if we teleported and they're like, "Can you guys stop and just teleport us back?" God.
I mean, I do have some business that I need to take care of here, so
Oh yeah, the dragon guy,
Y'all
What
do
dragon
have a lot of
guy?
business.
our
my
friend.
friend.
Curious about what's in this structure.
Lachlan, do
There's
you have any
such a-
business here?
Well,
Got any? No. Me neither.
Neither
some
do I.
loot in there.
Let's,
Alright, let's go see.
apparently,
what-
we all have business here. We've all been dragged here.
Yeah.
All sent here.
Yay!
True.
I'll start heading
should
over
find
to the
out why.
butler.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
same.
all of you kind of group together, walking up through the courtyard. You guys pass the shrubbery that are now just like perfectly still, gripping these bullets that are just like snarling within the grasp, trying to break free but cannot break the vines. It's kind of like you guys are just like walking just nice and nonchalantly through them as these things are like barking dogs at you, like but can't move. And you guys approach this Shadowkai in a very dark clad suit, now dripping with crimson blood. Blood all over his towel. He takes the towel and he kind of wipes his forehead off with it slowly. As you approach, he takes the towel and wrings it out. As it forms a little puddle down there on the first step below his feet.
Wouldn't that just stain his towel more?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'll cast Prestidigitation on him.
He looks towards you and says, "Thank you. Welcome to the Fortress of Memories.
Hmm.
I am Zienin, the butler. You are welcome here. The Queen is expecting you."
Yeah, I was just gonna ask where we expected. There it is.
Hey, can we sleep before we talk to the queen?
So what queen?
Of course.
Oh, that's
You're
wonderful.
You're seeking lodging. You can find it within the gates.
Inside check.
Make an insight check.
Okay. That one.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
definitely. Inside.
Guys,
You could sleep for hours.
combinations galore.
Great.
Can Molfin insight check whether or not he thinks that he'd be welcomed in here?
Sure. Make a check.
Don't care about those. He's just.
Okay.
That's actually a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Look at my sheet,
Um, This guy is showing absolutely no emotion whatsoever as he's talking to you guys. Like he's just like even right down the line. But you get the idea that you're being welcomed here. All of you, regardless of who you are or what magical artifacts you might have attached to your arm. And head.
By the way, welcome back, Lachlan. It's good to see you're alive.
Thanks, Callista.
All right, let's find a place to rest, I suppose, after all that.
Absolutely. I will escort you in through the foyer. And he begins to just turn around and start walking. And he kind of
I wasn't talking to him. Okay.
disappears into like where you think a door would be. Like it's just kind of this darkness, and he just kind of like disappears into this gloomy doorway.
Can I try something?
Sure.
Okay, while his back is kind of like turned, I want to like take my amulet and I'll like, float it up a little bit, and I'll kind of just like, does he react? Is he afraid of it?
You're trying to hit him with it in the back?
No, I'm not trying to hit him. I just want to hold it in front of him and see if it like is a sword. I want to just like.
What does it do again? It shuns like evil of evil alignment.
I think.
Okay.
Right?
I cannot.
I think
Yeah,
evil
something like
aligned creatures feel like really sick around it, don't
Yeah.
they?
Something like that.
If they touch it, they take a whole boatload of
Yeah,
radiant
it's like a
damage.
bunch of radiant
Yeah.
damage if you hit him with it. Yeah. As you hold it up, he doesn't see it because he had already turned his back and is walking away from you. And you guys see Diana like creep up, take this necklace off, and start like dangling it behind. He doesn't even flinch, doesn't respond. He just continues to walk.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Muffin is now about 15, 20 feet the other direction.
Yeah, Molfin, you got Molfin's attention really easily.
All right, Diana will put it back on, hide it under her armor so Molfin feels more comfortable. And
That's awesome.
yeah, all right, I trust this guy a little bit more now.
That's a great idea. Great idea. Yeah, but he just slowly walks, keeping the same pace, same slow walking pace as he makes his way in. Do you all follow?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys disappear into that shadowy doorway, and it opens up into this massive foyer. It looks like this hallway that kind of leads in farther. There are, oh gosh, what are they called? Whenever they have areas along the side that are just kind of carved in, and then they have statues inside them.
Alcoves?
Alcoves, that's the word I was looking for. These darkened alcoves that have these gloomy kind of blackened, almost obsidian carved statues that just seem to have different figures, all with these massive wings on the back of them, and they look like they're wielding weapons, and the really fancy armor is carved into the actual obsidian. It looks like these are all various fighters or champions or something that are on these statues as you guys are kind of walking through the foyer. You look...
Can I make a history check to see if I like recognize any of them?
Sure, you can make a history check.
$12.
None of them look familiar to you as you're
Okay.
walking down, and you even see like some of them have like some runes carved into them.
Mm.
They're really faded, and the runes themselves almost look like, even though this is inside, it looks like the runes themselves are a little bit more like not as cleanly carved into the statues as they once were. It looks like some of these are very old. But you're making your way through this, and you all like, or since Calista, since you're like inspecting these and really looking at them, the last one on the right, you stop and you freeze. It's Moby.
That's what I was worried about. That's what I was literally worried about. Why did you do that to me, Michael? Okay. It's a good thing I'm not an earth elemental anymore.
And as you guys are walking, you hear the butler, Zyenin, begins to just talk. Like he's talking to you, but he's still facing away from you. Like he doesn't turn around to talk to you, he just keeps on walking. He's like, "You're about to enter a place where memories live for eternity. A collection of the finest memories of vast changes of emotion throughout all time. All the prizes of the Queen kept here for her enjoyment and for her pleasure. But beware, those who chase after the past become lost in who they were and never become who they were meant to be. Ugh. Normally it costs one of your finest memories to enter this palace. The Queen has granted you all free access.
Why?
I wish I knew. You must be important."
How would we know if we forgot our memory? If she took one anyway.
That's the question, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
How do you remember that in which is not there?
Did she take his memories too? I gesture at Moby's statue.
Oh. Champion Moby. Wish she were here now.
Is he the... Did you all turn him into a statue?
I believe not. He's just been missing.
You didn't answer my question. Did she take his memories?
I imagine there's one or two that might have been taken from, but most champions are called by the queen and do so willingly.
Most. Not all.
Most.
I just keep following.
Okay.
Do you have your memories?
I have freely given myself to the queen's service. The memories I have are the ones that the queen wishes for me to have.
That's sad.
Be careful moving forward. What you see beyond these doors could change your life. And he stops and turns and looks at all of you. And then you guys see that there is a darkened wood door about 20 feet high, double door, standing in front of you. And he goes to it and he just pushes it and it goes, and it's just darkness inside.
Can I insight check Molfin right now? I want to gauge where his headspace is at after just seeing that.
Sure.
Well, she's one that Molfin was going to ask. Weren't we just promised a place to rest?
Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, you will find it inside.
Eternal rest.
Yeah.
Me too, Molfin. How you looking?
Directions?
Molfin, are you trying to hide anything or
Very well.
not very well? Okay.
I rolled for it. Yeah, nowhere close. Callista would probably see. You can see his hand sort of clenching a little bit. Seeing the statue of Moby and a little bit of, again, that sort of telltale that says that. But at the same point, you can also tell that his mind is not really grasped that yet. Staring at that wooden door, something that this guy has said is got Molfin's mind elsewhere.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
just gonna put my
Stop.
hand on
I
your
would-
shoulder and squeeze a bit just to like keep you focused.
I'll go through.
Yeah,
No.
unless
May I
stopped,
check
I'm going
weapons,
right
please?
through. I'm not even worried.
Okay.
I'm like,
Vix is
"Ooh,
just stepping through with Ashley.
curiosity."
Following Vix too, then.
All right.
Yeah.
Silverhead's in. The butler does not go in. Just kind of stands there, gestures for you to go in, and you guys go into the darkness of the doorway. Callista and Molfin still standing on the other side at this moment, kind of looking at each other. Diana, are you out? Did you walk through, or?
I was gonna ask Lachlan if he was okay first, because that Moby thing was weird. But if we don't have time, I can just go in there.
To see a statue of him again. I miss that guy's face, you know?
Aw.
Lachlan versus Molfin reaction.
Yep.
And like,
I miss that guy's face.
and like this statue of him is massive. Like, imagine like a 25, 30 foot statue
Whoa.
of Moby.
So like that Molfin statue in the
Yeah, basically the Molfin statue in Daggerford. That's right.
Moby wasn't that tall in real life.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find him again, Lachlan. We'll see him someday.
Who knows, right?
No.
I'm gonna give the statue like a little, and then I'm gonna moonwalk through the door.
I
Oh
follow
my God.
Lachlan.
Very good. And we're left with Molfin and Callista standing on the opposite side of the door as the rest
You're
of them.
muted, honey.
Olfin's gonna look at the butler. You said memories live within this place.
Yes, that is correct.
The Queen's greatest victories.
Greatest treasures, yes.
Olfin's gonna give Callista a little bit of a grin and start walking through.
I kind of just look back at the Moby statue. This is all your fault, and I walk through.
What's funny is, after you say that and you start to walk through, you hear, whisper into your mind, a voice say, I know.
When I meet you, I'm gonna punch you so hard. Just wait, buddy.
Yikes.
That's what
so
she thinks in her head. She's like,
scary.
just freaking wait.
You guys, as you're walking through, it's dark. You can't see a thing. Even with your dark vision and true sight, it's like you're walking through some kind of darkened abyss of nothingness. But there's still a floor. You can't see it, but you're walking upon it.
Can we see each other?
Some of you that like lagged behind can see the people that you're walking with. So like Ashlyn and Silver and Vix are all kind of like walking together.
Okay.
It's kind of like much like a Scooby-Doo cartoon, an old Scooby-Doo cartoon where you're like, why they're walking in darkness, and you know they all have that same animated walk as they're going through, you know. And then we've got Diana and Lachlan kind of walking together, and Molfin and Callista kind of.
Do you have any holy light?
And then
Silly.
and then it starts to this strange phenomenon starts to happen. It's almost like ghostly figures start to turn whitish and blue and start to just like appear out of the darkness, kind of like walking about doing their business. If you've ever seen the movie X-Men, when Professor X goes into that little what's that thing called?
Cerebro.
Yeah, Cerebro. It's
Bro.
kind of like figures like that, like walking around, misty figures, and then they start to take form a little bit. And they start to look more like themselves. And Ashlyn, Vix, well, actually, Silver, Ashlyn, and Vix, you might not recognize it as much as the rest of the group does. But as soon as Diana and Lachlan, like, get it, like, caught up behind you as you guys are looking around, you guys are standing in Nightstone. And
I was a Nightstone once.
and you're looking around. Yeah, you were in there, but you'll recognize it. And you can see Nightstone as it was when you first arrived.
Right.
You hear the bell ringing.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him.
You see massive boulders like slammed onto the ground. And you're here. And you can see up there to your left, the inn, which you first confronted Kella, Darkhope.
This is odd.
And it's strange because like people are walking about doing business while the streets are kind of in panic. It's almost like as if memories are all kind of combined together into one to make this morphed version of Nightstone that you're standing in. There are people in nicer attire that seem to be walking around, maybe as if they're guests for a wedding or a date.
You're muted, I think.
Oh,
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I think there's a way that I can control what it's showing us?
why the memories are discombobulated.
Make an intelligence check.
Great intelligence? Okay.
Yeah, I'll call it just intelligence for right now.
Memories do you think this is?
I'll take that. That is a 24.
24.
Be a bunch of
Um,
people's memories
Little
all
dragon.
mashed together.
You don't know if one individual can control it. You have a feeling like maybe it's memories combined from your whole party.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the only
Don't think
memory I
about
would have
whatever.
would
Don't
be
think about
the
whatever.
wedding.
And then
Thanks about Kella.
Yep.
then you get the
Thanks about
stay
Vulcan.
puffed marshmallow man. So what do you do?
Is that house here in the memory?
You can walk around and look for it if you'd like to.
If I see anybody start to peel away, I'm going to grab them.
Okay.
Are we? Like, why are we here, do you think?
We're here to rest.
Molfin's going to turn and look specifically at Diana and Callista as you've been looking at this, and sort of throw his voice towards the rest of the group. You know, this thing seems rather powerful. I'm thinking it's pulling information from all of us. Imagine the use we could have with this. It could show us where the sword lies. Maybe one of us saw something in that tower we didn't know of.
The butler guy said that chasing through the past was going to keep us from getting towards the future. I think we need to not live through these memories. We need to keep pushing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
I fist bump Vix. 'cause
Hey,
we're on the
why?
same page.
I hate to say it, Molfin. As good of an idea as it was, I think she's right.
I'm sorry. It would be cool.
Molfin
Trust me,
just
there's
sort of
nothing that I want
shrugs
more than
and-
to see Zolkin again so I could punch him in the face.
There's a few people I would love to bring back and punch in the face.
We still have a list.
Exactly.
Zolkin's
But,
I
dead,
think
so.
Starvin's in the memories here.
oh, let's not. Let's focus and try and find somewhere
Aw.
to sleep or rest.
You're doing exactly what we're not supposed to do. Stop reminiscing.
Stop
There's an
saying
inn right
that.
here in Nightstone.
You guys are
right?
doing exactly what he said not to do. Stop!
Molfin's going to look at Vix. No, the intent is to find something that we still need.
But Molfin, you've already lost yourself so much. Do you really want to risk losing the rest?
What?
To whatever you're going to lose it to.
That is why I am looking for the sword, so that I cannot lose the rest.
It is important.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
But you have such good luck touching magical artifacts.
The sarcasm.
You, Ashlyn.
Molfin.
Damn, Ashlyn just clocked you, Molfin.
Damn.
Molfin is always getting clocked. Please stay on him.
I would like to award Diana and Ashlyn DM's inspiration for some things that
Thank
you just
you.
said there.
Molfin just sort of looks at everyone. I'm sleeping in the middle of all of you tonight.
Well, I guess we're not sleeping, is what I'm hearing.
I'll be well rested.
Actually, that's a good question. Do we feel his scary aura in here?
Oh yeah.
We still do?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's not much that can nullify the artifacts that he has currently attached to him. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if the memory thing was affecting
Mm.
altering magic or anything like that.
So why do you think it brought us back here, though, specifically?
That's where it all
I think
began.
it's just pulling memories from us. For the majority of us, this is, well, I shouldn't say the majority anymore. It's only half of us.
Yeah.
But it's where the first real conflict we ran into together.
Right.
But if we wanted to sleep, I don't know. I'm not messing with it anymore. I'm just gonna.
Can we reach the other side, do you think? Like,
Yeah, what happens if we push
or is it,
through a little bit?
yeah, is it infinite?
Well, we're just going to start misty stepping in a straight line the way we were moving.
Okay.
Maybe it works like a
I'll keep
timeline.
pace with
and-
Muffin.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
you guys
I'll-
go right across Nightstone to the wooden. There's there was only a gate on one side of Nightstone, so
Right.
you go all the way across, and you basically misty step to the wood gate, the wood fence.
Hmm.
I walk through it.
Yeah, are you gonna misty step through it?
I'm going to try to walk through it first. Just
Oh, you try to
I'll
walk
walk
through it.
even there.
You bump
I'll
into
walk
it like
through
it's
both.
solid. You just bump into it. Mhm.
Oh, like we're.
Mm,
I will open the gate.
tangible.
There's no gate on this side. It's only on the opposite
Oh.
side. Yeah, you guys walked.
Hey,
He's like bumping into
it.
like.
You're bumping into a
Reality.
wooden fence. Yeah.
I kick
Oh.
it.
You kick it?
Yeah.
Okay, make a unarmed strike against the wood fence.
See if it's breakable.
You got it.
Should I just jump over the fence and see what's on the other side?
Muffin's just going to misty
Paul's
step.
already
through it.
misty
While
step,
I
so if you
throw
want to
the-
keep track with him.
The Popeyes out of the
So.
dice box.
You guys watch Diana pull her foot back, like she's getting ready to kick a football.
What's
Oh
a
boy.
strike bonus?
It's probably whatever your strength bonus is. I think unarmed strike
Okay,
is
I rolled 11.
11. You slam into the fence with your foot, and you go immediately regret your decision as you go. "Ah!" You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You stub your toe.
It's very real.
Are we
Oh,
trying to
so
break
wrong
this?
then.
How tall
Need
is
to,
this fence?
climb over it, right?
Yeah, how
Climb
tall
over
is
the
this fence?
fence.
Good question. I think it was like 15 feet, 12 to 15 feet, something like that.
I will climb over
thanks.
the
No, I
fence.
can just
Top,
lift people
yeah.
up.
Do we
Is
want
there
to
a
go
gate
over the
anywhere?
fence?
Why are we going over the? Why aren't we just going to sleep?
Because we don't want to sleep in an
I don't
imaginary magic town.
Yeah, I don't think we'll. Honestly, that's fair. I don't think we'll get much sleep here if we're all just
We need a place
combining
you all
memories.
can be away
If-
from me.
Lachlan,
What if we all? I'm sorry.
Lachlan, just down the street, you look over and you can see there is a tiefling woman with some robes on, and she is carving into a door.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh.
no, I
Where you
grabbed
going?
him by the collar.
You grab him by the collar.
Look,
I see her, but what if you get stuck in here chasing her?
I think that's the lady that was writing the message.
It's not the real lady. It's just a memory.
What if we kill her memory?
Alter the
Mm.
future.
Oh God, no. Didn't that guy literally say that if you live in the past, you'll alter who you become? What if you kill her and then you alter who you become, and then nothing that ever happened?
Exactly. If you kill her, they wouldn't make this pact with the thing, and Mulf wouldn't have to sell the soul, and yeah.
Avoid the bad
my
stuff, but
dagger
you'll
up.
lose
I'll
all
see
of
you
the good
guys.
stuff too. Okay, and he's gone.
Oh.
Lachlan, with dagger in hand, is charging down the street of Nightstone.
Oh my.
Molfin,
I was
are
thinking
you
of something earlier and I
I-
can't remember what it was.
are you continuing to Misty
I'll
Step?
cast hold Clearstone on Lachlan.
Okay. What's the saving throw? Are you gonna immediately fail? Do you want to try to save against it?
I probably wouldn't.
A wisdom
steal it
save.
coming from-
Wisdom save. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, Lachlan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wisdom save against magic,
Oh,
though.
I'm actually
No.
good at those.
Yeah, this
What
is
if
a
we
magic
all-
thing.
Don't you get advantage because you're a gnome?
This isn't a
Uh,
charm. Is it all magic,
I
or
think
is
it's
it
all
just
magical
charm?
effects.
Gnomes.
Yeah.
We all remembered an inn, and then we could go to sleep.
There is an inn where we met Kella, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I bet you I failed that.
You failed that. So-
I'll walk over and just pick Lachlan up. All right, are we going over the fence?
No, I really feel like we need to just go to the inn. We were sent here to sleep.
Are we?
This is only gonna last for a minute.
You guys
So we need to make
see,
a decision.
as Vix is looking towards the inn, talking about the inn, you see coming out on the little, there's a little like just overhang. It's not like necessarily a porch, but it's like this little overhang on the front, and stepping down like 2 wooden steps is a familiar dwarf that you guys recognize as Morak Uragray. He was the one dwarf who owned the inn that you guys saved from the goblins. And he stands there and he gets out a pipe and he just starts going...
Friends.
Didn't he send us to Brimshander or something?
Just starts smoking a pipe out there in front of the inn.
Brimshander.
Yeah, he's the one who
they
sent you to
react to
Brimshander.
us?
Yep.
Do they react to us at all?
Yeah,
our
do they react
shenanigans?
to all?
It's kind of just like everything's just happening and you guys are there.
They're moving around us. They're not reacting to us.
They're not really reacting to you, but you haven't really like walked up to anybody and like tried to react to them or tried, you just kind of walked across, then zipped across Nightstone, and then kicked the fence. That's all you guys have done so far. Lachlan tried to, but then he was held and now is on the back of the large silver dragonborn.
Holding them like this, basically. This only lasts for a minute. We need to decide what we're doing.
Molfin's going to cast Sending back to the butler.
Okay.
Do you mean for us to sleep in this illusion?
The world is exactly the way it should be. It is not of my choosing, but of all of yours.
Okay.
He claims that we chose this place, and it's where we're meant to rest.
One last night in Nightstone, I guess.
How
When we
far?
rest here,
Nope, go
sorry.
ahead. Nope.
I was gonna say that when we rest here, it's gonna suck in the morning, because Shadowfell.
It's a better question. How far is the... Molfin's looking for a house 300 feet away from the inn.
It's always pretty far.
Again.
There's a keep. There's the keep on the southern side.
Diana, we can be gum.
Right.
Molfin
Where's
will
the
just
dagger? Where's the
point up at the castle.
Um,
You all have a
Don't die,
wonderful
don't
night in
you?
the inn. I'm going to go torture the people in the keep, apparently.
Okay.
Don't go much
Molfin,
farther
if
than
you're
that.
worried about sleeping away from us, I can't open a door to a demi-plane and then reopen it in the morning.
A lot of work, and I have one of my own if I wanted to go that far.
I can't use it for anything else. Thought I would offer.
Oh,
It may be helpful in other situations, though. As in if we find Moby, open the door, throw him in, close the door. Now he can't get out.
All right. Well, don't go too far from the keep then, so we know where you are.
He's going up. I'm going to sleep in. What do they call the ruler here? Is this a king, a queen, a dutch?
I think this was a... They weren't kings or queens.
She was the lady something, right?
Yeah.
I think they just went by lady. I think it was like a
Lady of
duchess or
Nightstone.
it was the lady of Nightstone. I think that's what they call her. Yeah, Lady Nandar
Lady
was her name.
Nandar.
And
oh, isn't she? Was she the one who was in cahoots with the people?
No, she actually
Yeah.
got
Oh.
killed. Remember?
she
She
died.
died under
Crushed by the
crushed
stone.
by the
Yeah,
rubble in
crushed
the
by
keep.
the boulder. Yeah.
And I think we stole her jewelry and sold it.
I
We did.
think
Oh
you did.
We did do that.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what you guys did.
Yeah, we
Sounds
100%
like
did that.
something we do. Yeah.
Gum die. Am I tripping? I remember Gum Gum dying.
Gum Gum didn't die.
No, we sent
Oh
Gum
my
Gum away to lead her own clan.
Mhm.
Her clan may have got wiped out a couple times, but
Yeah, but
I
then we
Yeah.
found
distinctly
that she was
remember us
servicing
mentioning that her
the,
clan got
Hellbound.
wiped out. So
Her
no
clan
more
did
Gum
get
Gum.
wiped out, but she survived. I think.
Remember, you
Didn't she have
guys,
a
you
kid?
guys saved her
Yeah.
from the hill giant den.
yes,
Mhm.
that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Ah.
Microwave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been doing this for a long time. My memory's not exactly
Yeah,
everything that it should be.
We have been. Yep.
Raven King, Queens and
For a
Steel.
few episodes. No, I'm kidding.
All right, I'll head to the end then.
Molfin's heading up and he's taking over the Lady of Nightstone's room. Because, hey, she dead, so.
Okay.
With a
Yeah.
big, nice lord and lady bed.
Would I know thieves
Stone
can't?
on it.
Would you know thieves can't?
Yeah, because it's a language.
Do you have to have a level in rogue to know thieves can't?
I don't know.
That's
I
an
know
interesting
languages.
distinction.
That's
Though.
an interesting interesting comment. What
Sorry.
Matthew pulling all my DMs in the house.
Yeah.
Derek as well. You would you guys
Fair.
rule thieves can't as a language for somebody who understands all languages?
I personally would not.
Thieves
Same with
Can't, I think, is-
druidic. I wouldn't say that either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
thieves
think
can't
that
is
takes
more like-
away
Okay.
from what those specific classes can do a little bit.
Okay.
I
A
mean,
lot of it too, Thieves Can't is like the art of saying one thing and meaning something else.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
And,
an
like,
actual
sign
language.
language?
Yeah, Jimmy
Okay.
Crawford says, like, just because if you hear it in a language you know, so there's an implication that Thieves' Cant is done in a language. So you could do Thieves' Cant in Primordial.
It's basically what you're saying
It's
is
saying like code words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what thieves' cant is, or like symbols on a wall.
Yeah. Carving
That's what.
something.
Yeah, it's not necessarily its own spoken language.
have to know the code then.
Mhm.
Cool.
there's only two of us in the
Noted.
party who do.
I go to the inn.
Okay.
I also would go to the inn.
As you guys walk in, like
as well.
the dwarf is kind of like just smoking this pipe in front, and he does look at you, and he gestures, and he just kind of like nods his head, as like kind of like just a, hello, kind of welcome, with just a nod, as you guys kind of walk in the door.
Never mind.
Okay. You go in and you can see that there's a lady that's behind the bar, kind of like serving things. There's a few people inside. Sitting at a table over in the corner is a very awkward combination of folks. You guys do recognize a small goblin female sitting at one of the tables, just relaxing, enjoying a beverage. There's a plate in front of her, but she's sitting right next to Kella Darkhope. And they seem to be like engaged in conversation together. You also see throughout there is the former members of what used to be the Seven Snakes
Old ones, huh?
are all kind of like sitting around and just having drinks, having food, having a meal here in the Nightstone Inn. You also see Ashland's boyfriend is sitting at one of the tables.
Is
Galvin.
he dead? I'm so confused.
Oh, he was
Okay.
from Knights.
Okay, he's from. Oh, he's
And then
from
he
Knights.
went off to the. Is
Oh,
that-
good. Phew. Okay.
Maybe.
Um.
I'm taking notes, by the way, on the snakes' uniforms, just so that I can. You know.
Okay.
I would have hung back instead of going directly towards the end.
Okay. Yeah. It's fine.
And with a dirty 30, I was gonna try to follow that tiefling lady just to see where she went.
Okay. She's still standing at the door carving in it whenever you
Okay.
kind of get close to the house.
Okay. Just trying to keep an eye on her for a little while.
Okay. And Molfin, you make your way to the keep. It's strange. They welcome you. And they let you right inside. There's guards there. I mean, they're just standing there with their basic guard gear and spears. You recognize some of them. You've seen them in Nightstone. Like, you recognize faces. You may have not exactly gotten their names, but you recognize them. Like you've seen them before.
Is this the city that we attended the Ashland's wedding?
Ashland's wedding, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh. That would be why I know
Personally-
people.
And that's why there's a lot of people walking around dressed as if they're in wedding attire.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the only memory I have of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Personally, I would ignore literally everybody, walk straight to the room that I remember sleeping in,
Okay.
and just go to sleep up there.
I want to try something.
What's strange about it is you're not even charged. You're not even asked for payment. You just kind of make your way up the steps. You find the room. The door opens. With that, it's not locked. You walk right in. And you find a nice, comfortable bed.
I made a wisdom save, so I do walk past Kella and don't attack.
Okay. You do catch a glimpse of Zolkin as well.
Oh, okay, wait.
Uh-oh, where's that?
Oh, I rolled a natural 20. I leave him alone.
I am going to make
Oh,
mine
Michael.
with disadvantage.
Take him out behind the place and beat him up.
I will set set Lachlan down and also follow Vix up to the room.
Okay.
Does Diana see Zolkin, or has she not noticed him yet?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty easy to see all these figures. Yeah, you see Zolkin, and what's great about probably not great about it, but what's strange about it is beside his plate is you can see a sheathed dagger just sitting right there on the table.
Kidding.
Okay.
Mage hand.
Diana, ooh. I had an idea that I wanted to try, and now that's distracting. Oh, dang. Okay.
Do what you gotta
Diana
do.
will go up to the
Exactly.
barkeep person. Was it a lady or
It's
a
just
guy?
a lady that has a familiar face, but you're not really sure you know her name.
Okay.
Mhm.
Diana will. I want to ask. I'll walk up to her and I'll just be like, "Hey, how are you?"
Oh, yes, dear, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. What's your favorite color?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's a lavender.
Okay.
Matches my
All right.
dress.
Cool. Interesting. All right. Cool. And I'll walk past her. And now that I've proven that the world is interactable, I will. Never mind. Oh, is there like a picture anywhere near us?
Oh, yeah, all around.
Okay, I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Okay.
Callista's
Good,
just
I got
watching
it.
her girlfriend,
I got an
seeing the
18.
wheels turn in her head. She's like, okay, I gotta stay for this. She's
got an
gonna wait.
18.
19?
At the
I got an
face.
18.
Okay.
Yes.
But you're wearing heavy armor, aren't you?
Oh, crap.
So you gotta make it with disadvantage.
I believe in you.
What was that?
11.
11. Okay.
All right, I'm probably not doing this very, very stealthily. However, I personally would like to grab a picture and, just like walking past Zolkin, kind of just like, and then hustle
Well,
it up the stairs.
What's funny is before you even get to him, he kind of looks up and meets eyes with you, and just kind of looks at you and says, "Yes." And he looks and he's like, "Well, I don't think that was deserved."
Oh, it was so deserved.
Ooh, yeah.
And he kind of just,
I don't know.
he reaches up, he grabs the dagger, and he puts it back on his belt. Kind of takes a napkin and he kind of like wipes off all the mess. And then he just,
I run up.
are you running upstairs?
You can keep going.
Oh no, I was just saying he just basically just stands up, pushes in his chair, gestures to the people that are sitting at his table, and then begins to walk towards the front door.
I was gonna say that I run upstairs and I go to Vix and I'm like, "Hey Vix, just to let you know, the world is interactable. So for whatever reason, it's based off of our memories, but they still respond to us. It's weird."
That's why I'm not talking to anybody. I don't want to alter any memories.
Oh.
Because these are memories, and we were told not to interact with them, and you guys are still interacting with them, so I'm sleeping. Good night.
He didn't say not to interact with them. He said to. He said, "Oh,
Not to explore them too far.
too far." No.
No,
We
I
don't
think
know what too far is.
I think splashing him with a pitcher of ale is not too far. That was valid.
I'm superstitious. I don't trust it.
Alright, well, I'll go to my room that I remember having, and I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll go with that and go to bed.
When you guys go to the room that you remember, it's strange because it's a it's how you found it when you first. That was the room that Kella was hiding in when you guys first met. So the floor is like smashed out of it from where the boulder came through the ceiling. There still are beds in there, but there's this big gaping hole. But it seems like the people down below are just going about their business and don't even seem to notice.
And why does Vix get the nice one?
We could find a different one.
Yeah, there was like 4 or
we should-
5 rooms up here, so if you want to get a
Go to
different
the one down the hall.
I'm just kidding. I'll sleep where my memory says I slept.
Okay.
Alright.
So Silver, you're just heading to bed.
Yeah, I went
Sure.
to the same room that with
Vix.
Vix.
Okay. Ashlyn, you just continue to watch that woman. She's just carving into the door for. It looks like she's taking her good old time, and she's carving a bunch of runes and writings and sayings into the front of this door. Are you? Okay. There you
Oh,
go.
there you
And I will save from the darkness.
Okay. She kind of stops and turns around and makes eye contact with you.
In Abyssal, I will say that wouldn't be wise.
In Abyssal, you get a response back. I apologize. I'm having to look up old Storm King's Thunder stuff.
I know, I'm sorry, guys.
No, No, you're good. You're good. In Abyssal, you get a statement back. It's unwise to put protection on my household.
Don't lie to me. I know what that's for. I know what it does. And if you continue, you will not have a home anymore.
Why are you threatening me? What have I done to harm you?
You never harmed me. No.
Do you protect the property that you own and the ones that you love?
More than you know. So stop that, or else I will have to punch you in the face. Pretty much. In Abyssal. Yeah.
Make a intimidation check.
Oh. I don't think I have
Of
anything.
DM's inspiration,
I do DM's inspiration.
which I forgot about, and I should have used, because then my stealth check would have been a straight roll.
17
17. Okay.
versus a 5. Thank you, Diana.
She walks up to you.
Mm-hmm.
She holds out this thing that she's been using to carve into. It's kind of like imagine a mixture between it's like a cast iron it looks like when you go to some place and you get a cast iron letter opener.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like one of those. And she just holds it out to you and drops it into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. And then slowly backs up and then goes to the door, opens it, and goes in and shuts the door behind her. And you're just standing there holding this letter opener thing in your hand.
Story begins and ends with a dagger, guys.
Stab somebody
I
with
Yeah, I will.
You could kill her.
I could. Ashlyn will.
Do it. Angel and the devil.
I know. I
Well,
I
the
can't
devil?
kill her. I can't kill her, but I can.
Vix, you're currently having a terrible nightmare right now about
Well,
the changing and the universe folding in on itself.
yeah. No, I don't think I would immediately go to sleep. Actually, my plan was to sit at a table and write a little note on a piece of paper,
Okay.
and then eventually go wake up Callista, pass her the note.
What? What's wrong?
I have a plan. This is my plan. And I'll hand you a note with a sentence on it that I know you're aware of. What do you think?
It's tricky. And dangerous. There's risks.
Given our scenario right now, there's a lot of risks everywhere.
You're not wrong. I kind of look over at Diana, who's sleeping beside me. Look back at Vix. Do it.
Well,
We need
it'll have to
check her
wait
out.
until tomorrow.
That's fine.
But
Do it when you can.
okay.
Just be careful. And if anything goes wrong, let me know.
If I can.
Maybe I'll sleep in your room tonight then.
All right, I'll do it in the morning.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll get up and go follow Vix to his room and sleep against his door
Okay.
just in case.
Got it. Ashlyn, as you're standing there with this thing in your hand, you see it's strange. All of a sudden, the door begins to glow red in front of you, and a mouth and a face start to kind of appear on the door.
Okay.
You just see these beaming red eyes kind of glaring at you, and the mouth begins to laugh. And almost instantly, fire just starts to appear in the background. And then you hear these words. Let
The house on fire.
all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burning for 99 years in the depths of Nessus, and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy waste of Kenya. Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nessus, and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy wastes of Kenya. And then you hear voice upon voice upon voice layer over one another, as it sounds like a chorus of these demonic, devilish individuals keep on repeating the same phrase over and over and over again.
Enter the house.
Let all who enter this home without the
Okay.
consent of its owner.
I am going to light the door on fire.
Okay. How you doing that?
With a torch.
Okay.
Breaking and entering.
That's not entering, it's lighting the door on fire.
Okay.
Not a B and E, it's just a B.
So
Arson. It's gonna
arson. That's right.
Burn an
It's not
entry.
freaking it's just arson. Yeah.
So yeah, Ashlyn just uses a tinderbox, uses sparks, lights up the end of a torch, and just dramatically stands in front of the door and then drops the torch down onto the bottom of the door and just stands there staring at the writing on the door. And you're glaring into these beaming red eyes from the door as all of a sudden flames just start to lick up the door and start to crackle, and you can feel the heat on your face.
I take the dagger and like slam it into the middle of the door in its face and I walk away.
It sticks into the door and the eyes disappear. And as you're walking away, you can just see your shadow on the ground as this orange glow begins to illuminate behind you. Matthew, go ahead and do that thing that you were going to do with that last statement. And
just say yes or no, because I don't know which way to rule the where the number falls on that one.
Okay.
On the first one.
What is he doing?
Yeah. Throwing more pouches of sand and stuff.
Wow, that sucks.
Animating beans is something I've never even thought of.
Pocket
It was
sand.
a very good idea.
Pocket
It was a
beans.
very good
Yeah,
idea.
that was pro gamer move. Like,
Pocket beans.
We were talking before game, and if that would have been like a pyramid, that castle's screwed.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, and I told him that's what I was hoping for. It's
Yeah.
just not what the dice wanted.
worth a try.
You saw did you see those, Michael?
Yeah, I got the numbers. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you guys all feel rested and awaken. Diana, you look over next to the dresser that's in your room. Kella Darkhope is hiding behind it, looking kind of down into the main room of the Nightstone Inn. Kind of ignoring you, just looking down. Looks like she's hiding, just peeking her head out and looking down through.
What are you doing in here?
She looks towards you and she's like, "Can't you see I'm hiding?"
Lucky. I look around and I'm like, you are so lucky that Callista is not in here right now. Okay, that is the only reason why I even woke up, to find you breathing and not a corpse.
She looks at you and she kind of cocks her head to the side a little bit, just glaring at you, and says, "You know I love him, right? Why on earth would you do this? He's mine.
Whoa.
I love him."
Ella, honey, do you know what, okay.
She starts
so we're in-
walking towards you.
Ella, sweetie, listen. I am at a point now in my life where I could do some serious damage. Please sit back down. Please sit down.
She stops, stares.
We just talk this out.
There's nothing left to say. And she turns around and walks back and hides back behind the dresser.
Ella, who are you hiding from? What are you hiding from? Your feelings?
No, I heard them. I heard them come into town. They
Heard who?
can't find out what I'm doing here.
Heard who?
They'll ruin it all.
Heard who?
You! It's you! And then just looks back down.
What are you doing here, Kella? What's the goal?
This town is ours. It's for the Zents. Soon as
Hello.
Zolkin gets back, And he's after saying Zolkin, she like snaps her head towards you and says, "He's mine. I love him." And turns her head back down. As soon as he arrives, this town is ours.
A malfunctioning Chuck E. Cheese robot.
Diana will kind of slowly walk up to Kella, while she's doing her malfunction, and kind of just like soothingly. I would like to, if I could, like a scared animal. Okay, if she has an adverse response, I'll be very slow and cautious. But I kind of want to like soothingly, like just kind of like hang on, kind of soothingly, like stroke her head real quick.
Okay.
Like a comforting type of thing, and just like kind of like to her, but to myself, and be like, one day you'll see that none of this crap matters, and exit through the door.
Okay. As you're doing that, as you're like brushing through her hair like that, she says, Why do your fingertips feel like the claws of a bear running down the back of my neck?
Their fingers, I don't know. Why do they feel like a bear?
I don't know. That's why I asked you the question.
Sure that I'm half human? So...
Maybe you're right. Maybe none of this matters. He's mine. I love him.
All right, honey. You keep him then. And I'll leave.
Excellent. You walk out the door. You greet Silver and Vix in the hallway.
Before I leave the room, I'm going to cast my spell.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Callista's just leaning
what
against the door of Vix and Silver, waiting for everybody to wake up. Kind of just arms crossed, just waiting.
Okay.
Anna will walk up to Callista and just kind of like lean up against the wall with her and just her head on her shoulder.
Good morning. Morning. Afternoon. Who knows? Eternal twilight?
Yes, eternal twilight.
You sleep okay? You look a little rattled.
If I tell you, can you promise not to go try to kill them? I'm not going to reveal the location of this individual. However,
Diana, what happened?
I ran into Kella and she was just being so...
Where is she?
No.
Did she hurt you?
No. At all. No. And I'm holding her back now. I'm like, no, be calm. No. It was just... She didn't hurt me in any way. It was just weird. It was weird to talk to her. Like the Kella that was like an idiot and that like, I don't know, loved Zolkin and stuff like that. And I'm like, God. Because she was so young and it's weird. Not young physically, well, maybe young physically, I don't know. But like, just the...
Mentally, you mean she was naive.
It was bizarre. And then she was just a broken record. Like the whole time, a broken record. And, like I would start a conversation with her and then midway through, it's like she would reset and she would start saying the same thing again. And I couldn't break through to her at all. I hate that. I hate that I had to walk away knowing what I know and not being able to warn her about it. Partially because she was a broken record and a memory, and I can't change that. And also because, she wouldn't have listened then. She wouldn't listen now.
It probably wasn't really her.
I know. But still. She
And
was
even
like,
if it was, you probably wouldn't have gotten much the same different answer. She was so far up his butt.
I know. It's just, I remember being so far up his butt.
Please don't remind me.
I know that you hated her, but I can't hate her because I look at her and I see another
I
victim
know
of
you
his.
do. I know.
It's just weird. That's all. It's just a weird start to the day.
I don't know how
How
to
was your
whisper
sleep?
back on Roll20, by the way.
Slash, I think
W.
slash W, and then I think space
Space
GM.
Space- Yep.
and-
Or /W space Michael.
Yeah.
Michael will work. Yeah, or if you just type in like whatever anybody's like first letter of their name or whatever, it pops up with a bunch of suggestions underneath. You can just click on it. Oh, I wanted to say before we continue on, thanks to, is it Rova Dragonfall for the subscription? Thank you so
Driving.
much.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. High level D&D
Yeah.
on a Friday night. You gotta
Yep.
love it.
Yes, sir!
You were
Oh
nothing
yeah, and
like
Diana
Hella
wasn't hiding
Diana.
that conversation anyway, by the way. So if anybody was within the vicinity, they probably heard, so they're up.
Calista would just tell you you're nothing like her. I know you see a lot of yourself in her. But you were the smart one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm your girlfriend. I'm serious.
I just want better for her.
I could give her better. I'm just saying if you let me. Just let her sleep eternally.
Like Vic said, we shouldn't alter these memories.
I know. It's not really her.
Speaking of, where is Vix and Silver?
Knocks
Did they
on
make
Vix's
it?
door as you're speaking of.
You hear the knock. Vixen
Vix?
Silver.
Silver,
1 second.
are you naked?
No.
Under my clothes.
I'm waiting for Vic for you to get for you to finish what you're doing and
I
everything.
am
So
groggy. In the most extreme sense of the word.
Now, Vix doesn't look so good.
Yeah.
God, I check for a fever.
Now, given what his plan was, I'm going to cast. Well, first, let me just do a medicine check on Vix if he's looking really rough.
Okay.
Medicine
can
check,
make
and
a
I'm
medicine
checking
check.
him
You
for
got
a
a
fever.
rest?
Now, Ashlyn and Lachlan, I'm assuming you guys stayed at the inn as well.
Yeah.
You guys can hear conversation out in the hallway as you guys are both awakening as well.
21.
21.
medicine.
It's strange. You would think with a full night's rest, he would be in tip-top shape. But it's not just that he looks sick, he looks weak.
You skip his rest?
Do I feel like this is from his plan, or do I feel like this is from the Shadowfell itself?
Make an Arcana check.
'Cause I know Shadowfell messed us up the last time we were here too long.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
my Arcana's
actually.
pretty good. Dirty 20.
Because you received a note from him, you have the feeling that it might have something to do with that note. As if there might have been some consequences for his plan to work.
Oh, Vix. Alright. I'm not sure if this is gonna help, but I'll try. because I don't think Callista's even dealt with something like this before, and I know this worked for the Shadowfell stuff, so she's gonna try it again. She's gonna cast Greater Restoration and hope that helps alleviate some of it.
Okay.
Fifth level, I believe.
Are we gonna meet up? Where should we meet up?
Molfen
Random
was
thought.
at the keep castle.
Mhm.
I'll cast sending and tell him to meet us
Mhm.
in the middle.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle. That's probably a good idea.
You cast Greater Restoration in the hallway there as Lachlan and everybody's kind of joining in. Nothing changes.
Vix. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Did it work? I'll test it. Does it work?
You're testing
I go
it?
into his room. I go into Vix's room and shut the door
It's-
just to see if
it's-
what his plan worked.
What do the rest of you do?
People are acting weird lately.
They're
I'm in
acting.
the
They're
room with
acting
them.
really weird.
Really
That's a
strange.
mess.
I will cast sending and I'll send a sending to Molfen and I'll be like, "Good sleepyhead. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. You can meet us in the middle of the town, or no, in between the keep and the inn. Thank you. Bye bye."
Sun is shining in the Shadowfell.
Not actually shining, but I thought that saying that would add some cheer.
Aww.
You just get a. No. Not
What a waste of a spell.
Love it.
Spell slot.
That is so.
Excellent.
I love it.
Molfen, you awaken to that wonderful message, and you go about some of your business, and begin to make your way. I guess you're gonna make your way back to the inn.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, after I've done what I'm trying to do.
So Silver, you went in the room with Callista and Vix. The rest of you going
Yeah.
in the room too? Ashlyn stays outside.
Okay,
I'm
keep
assuming I
going.
left Diana out in the hallway to send the message to Molfen. I'm like, I'll be right back, and I just
Yeah, this kind of happened
Yeah.
during that. Yeah.
Okay. I would assume with Diana and Lachlan.
Okay. Lachlan's staying outside too.
Yeah, probably thinking about going downstairs and getting a memory breakfast, but we'll see.
Memory breakfast. Yes.
wait. Is all the beds and
That's my
pills
Lachlan.
memory foam?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No!
I did it, bitch. That's
I
my
think I walked
internet
down memory
coming
lane
out.
right now.
Chrissy, get some DM's inspiration.
I'm out. See you guys.
DM's inspiration.
I made
Uh,
MG leave. I win.
3 hours to scare her off. Again.
So good. So good. So Silver comes in too. As you try to shut the door, Calista, Silver's like, everywhere Vix goes, he's
Oh,
kind
I
of
just
like,
assumed that Silver was still in the room.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
I just shut the door.
I don't think he'll say anything. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you test it.
yeah.
It worked.
All right. Sweet.
Good job.
Yep.
Okay.
Molfen. Yours also worked.
Okay.
Gotta love when plans work.
Me and Wolfen both having plans right now. We're playing 4D chess.
Not checkers.
So if you'd like to add that item, I believe it's in D&D Beyond.
I cannot wait to find out what has happened.
I do have some stuff I have to whisper to you though,
Okay.
but I'm gonna hold off on it because I don't like to it's some typing I would have to do, and I want to stay engaged. And you guys,
Molfen will make his way up. I did message you something. So on roll 20.
yeah, I got it. Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't know how you want to play that, but
Oh, you seem fine.
Molfin's heading to where he was told to meet.
Okay. Molfen,
Diana.
you walk. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Never mind. I thought we were cutting back to us because there was a pause, but
No, you can. No, we can cut back. Go ahead. If you had something to say.
I was going to say that Diana kind of realizes that everyone is really busy right now, and she told Molfen to meet her in the middle, and he might be stuck in the middle for a while.
Yeah, Molfin's kind of like waiting in the courtyard of Nightstone where he was told to meet, and you guys are all having memory breakfast.
Molfen in the middle and bring him all the way to the end.
All right, Diana meets you out there next to one of the farm fields and brings you back to the inn.
Silver?
Yes. Would you like me to carry you?
That'd probably be nice. I'm really heavy right now. Also, just don't say anything, okay?
Pick him up and put him on my shoulders.
Okay.
Diana meeting Molfen probably notices something
Okay.
strapped to him.
Diana, there's a really massive sword sheathed on the back of Molfen.
Buster sword.
And what did you do?
My homework.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes.
Is it real?
Call a katana, and it's
I'm
better
gonna
than
cast
a
Identify
European
real
broadsword.
quick and
Cast it.
Verify.
Identify on it?
Yep.
Okay. There's a quick casting of Identify. Identifies it to be real.
I want to ask you how, but I don't know if I want to know.
Wise choice.
Okay. All right. Well,
How many
the
people?
inn is this way.
Well, you're gonna follow right along.
Explain this to Callista. That'll be a trip.
Lachlan, do you remember what you had for breakfast in Nightstone?
I don't think I ate there.
Okay. It would just be some food that you might have remembered Gum Gum having in her bag whenever she was robbing the kitchen.
Probably.
Yeah,
Stale bread?
Yeah.
It was the muffins.
Muffins. You have muffins.
She had like a half a dozen muffins that we stole.
Yeah, you have a muffin breakfast in Nightstone.
Muffin?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't remember it being this good. Or did I?
Hey, thanks for the bits. We appreciate that.
Rover Dragon Ball?
Mhm. So you guys all gather. You guys all notice that Molfen has a new weapon that you've never seen before, strapped to his back as he enters the Nightstone Inn. With Diana.
What is that?
Sword.
You
The
still a
me?
silver job?
Yes.
Wait,
Where
this for
did
me?
I awoke this morning and it was in my hand.
What did you sacrifice for it?
Absolutely nothing. I feel fine.
Who did you sacrifice for it?
I did not sacrifice anyone.
Animal, did you sacrifice for it?
Not sacrifice anyone, anything.
I have learned long ago to not ask you any questions, so I am going to eat my breakfast.
Does he still have like the hand, the veil, the?
Hmm? Yeah, he still looks like himself. He's just now all of a
How are
sudden.
you even touching it?
Like this moment, actually, as I don't even know if I'm proficient with it.
Isn't it part
Wait,
of the
doesn't
lore?
that thing hurt you if you have the items?
Yeah, isn't it part of the lore that like all of your pieces will like tremble if it's like activated?
Aren't you in pain right now, out of character?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you should probably look because I don't have the.
Yeah, you probably
Because I don't
should,
think
because
you
I'm
can
pretty
hold
sure
that
it
sword
fucks you.
without suffering something.
Yeah. I do think
They're like
I do
mortal
think
enemies.
something about your limbs will start to tremble and shake. I do. I think I remember that somewhere. Yeah.
They're mortal enemies. Why do you have your...
That way no one can defeat him.
Yeah, I know, but he's probably in a lot of pain right now.
Hey, Muffin, let me hold that for you. No.
I don't even know if you can.
You know what? Yeah, there is nothing on it. Spirit.
It's just if you draw it.
Yeah, if I draw.
Oh, if you were like wielding it.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as it's in scabbarded, she should be fine.
You're attuned to that?
So
He
apparently it
can attune to it. He's got his
wielder.
spell slots or his attunement slots are full.
Muffin, while you're having this awkward conversation, standing there in the inn, one of the 7 snakes that you recognize, it's not Zolkin. It's one of his other guys. You probably don't know his. You
Wait,
probably never
what?
got his name, but one of the original 7 snakes like walks up to you, and like reaches up and like hands you something, and then pats you on the shoulder. And says, "That's so good to see you." And he turns around, and walks away, and he put 5 gold in your hand because you were gifted 5 gold from chat.
Aww.
Wait, Zolkin was the 7th snake?
I think he was the leader.
Yeah, Zolkin
Wait,
was the
and
leader of the 7
Zolkin's the
snakes.
leader.
And then we eliminated him.
And then we could have replaced him with Lachlan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then their boss sought Lachlan out and was like, "Hey, we need some new 7 snakes."
Okay, got it.
I mean, I've totally forgot that you guys joined the Zents.
Ella wanted to steal control of the 7 snakes. I think that was like that was why she was working with Lachlan.
Wanted to steal the
Yeah.
7 snakes?
Yeah, she wanted to like usurp their power and like use it for her own gain. To like move up in the Zeds.
The way that I remember absolutely nothing. My memory is so terrible. Things from like 4 years ago, I'm just like, oh, yeah.
We all noticed Vix looking different, or is he just like...
Oh yeah, he's visibly weak
Well,
and
I would
tired.
be trying to hide it around everybody else now.
You're trying to hide it. Okay, go ahead and make a let's call this. I don't think it's necessarily stealth. It'd probably be sleight of hand, maybe.
Deception?
Would it be
Deception. I like
deception?
deception. I like deception. Go ahead and make a deception check.
He's probably pretty good at deception.
He's probably pretty good at deceiving people.
23.
23. Anybody have higher than a 23 on your passive perceptions?
Callista.
Callista, you know he's weak. 21?
Well,
I've got a 22 on perception. I got a 26 on investigation now.
Hmm.
I'm a 21.
Nope. Looks like Callista's the only one that can really... Well, you saw him weak this morning, so you kind of got an idea what's going on, but he's like putting on a show right now.
okay.
Bard, baby.
Yeah.
That's what bards are
You look
for.
great today.
Hey, thanks.
Look amazing.
I feel fantastic. Dies
Hi.
inside.
Why do we all have so many secrets in like one night?
Well, we're at the end game now.
One time we all swore to each other they weren't going to keep any more secrets from each other.
I never was a part of that.
I burned down a house.
He's valid. Loophole.
Vix, take a point of DM's inspiration.
Thanks.
Showing the party, Mulfin's going to sort of walk off to the side a little bit. Take a couple of moments to cast a spell and put the sword away.
Hey, where'd you get it from? I'll ask. Where did you get it from?
As I said, I woke up this morning. I prepared my morning rituals. I said a few words and it arrived in my hands.
And you're not hurt. Like, it's not hurting you.
Okay. You didn't cast anything to summon it?
Well, those were the words, probably.
Spoke a few words and it arrived.
Okay. All
Very
right.
technical, arcane things. I would not want to burden a divine spellcaster such as yourself with it.
I am eating my oatmeal. This is none of my business.
Okay.
I will say you would probably all notice as Molfin walks over and you watch as he casts his spell and this doorway opens up. Almost immediately, he's bent over and is coughing up blood.
Muffin, what the hell?
Needs to put the sword in, close the door, and then just banish it.
He's also hiding his pain. Look at him.
Insight check. This man's
Yeah.
puking blood. What the heck?
Also
I don't
gonna
know what
insight
to
check.
plan.
You guys.
So he knows what I did, and I know what he did.
See how bad. I'm going to do the. I don't have this many D10s right next to me, so I'm just going to roll it and roll 20.
What did you do?
Dang spellcasters, I tell you.
You just
That's
gonna
47
bleed out
points
on
of damage.
how much?
Oh.
47 points of damage.
Jeez.
I rolled a
look at
23
you,
on
huh?
insight checking Molfin, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
I'm
mean,
checking him with Callista.
Molfin
Yeah.
is full of shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't take enough damage. Whoops. All right.
Yeah, you could see, and you could see Molfin again almost as quick as it happens. As you've all seen, Molfin is still continually being healed from the artifacts that he's wearing.
Yeah.
But you can definitely see that something seems to be, a little off.
And Diana with a 23 insight. I mean, there's high you understand the more high powered arcane magics, they reap wonderful rewards. They really do. But you also know that some of them have pretty strong consequences that go with them.
And just... Is that permanent?
No, just should be fine in a day or so. Happened
I
once
lied.
before.
I look awful. I look absolutely awful.
Okay, I would have healed you then.
And you can't
I-
deceive out of that, can you?
Unless she healed me in the hallway.
I would have
Okay.
healed if I went into your room to check what happened, I would have definitely healed you.
I took about 60 points of damage.
Okay, well I will literally just
Vicious.
heal.
What's
Just
going
mechanically,
on?
Did you cast spells after you cast that?
No,
Then nothing happens. It's
you
after
take spell.
cast it.
You take damage when you cast the spell too.
No, it's
It says
after
after
enduring
enduring
stress,
that stress.
each time you cast a spell.
Oh, I thought it said and
Yeah,
each time.
yeah.
No, it's after.
Fine.
Oh, so you're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good catch. I
Oh.
misread.
Okay, so I don't heal you then.
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, wow.
Just
I
for the
missed
audience and everybody who
missed that
doesn't know,
line. Yeah.
we both cast the wish spell.
Yes.
Now, here's the fun part. Again, mechanically for our viewers at home, Vix looks weak, but looks fine in terms of health-wise. Molfin looks robust and powerful, but just got wrecked.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause every time you cast a spell after you cast, you get wrecked.
Until,
1d10.
until you take a long rest.
Until you take
Yep.
a long rest.
And it's
no.
1d10 per level of the spell that you cast. So if you cast like a 7th level spell after you cast that, until you take a long rest, that's 7d10 damage you take from just casting that spell.
Yeah.
Or
Yikes.
8d10 to open a demiplane.
And your strength is reduced to 3.
No.
Not for him, but for me.
Yeah.
And I have to do 5 days of absolutely nothing to get rid of it.
Can't do anything?
Let's not get into trouble then.
Well, you guys don't know. That was just for the audience.
Okay.
And it seems like Vix is
I
trying to
almost wish
hide that
Glenn had
anyway,
ears.
so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, Vix is trying to hide it from the party. And he hid it from everybody except for Callista.
Out of character, so does that mean you need 5 days to like stop the spell damage, or is it just 5 days for the strength?
One
score?
day to stop the casting spell damage.
Gotcha. And then
5 days
for
to stop the
strength score.
strength being low.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Damn, that's intense.
That is intense. That's
But what I did
High level D&D.
is incredible.
Is my hair white because of Ilmater's touch, or is it the stress from worrying about
Yes.
you guys?
Both.
Matter ain't got nothing on us.
Well, what would you guys like to do now that you guys have had your breakfast here at Nightstone? How would you like to move on from this point?
Should
Where do we move on from it last time? Out the.
We
Out
went
one
to
of
the
the gates?
castle. But the thing is that 3 of us don't remember the castle. So how are we going to move on from here?
Didn't we go out one of the gates to, and then we found the Cloud Castle, right?
Yeah. Or I
There
thought that
was
if we
like
slept here,
a stairway to heaven.
There you go.
I
Do I
thought that
see
if we
Zephyrus in the
slept,
sky?
What's that?
Do we see Zephyrus in the sky?
Make a perception check. You going outside to look?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Hell not.
Zevros.
I thought that if we slept here, that it would make everything go away.
No, I think we gotta reach the end of something.
Darn it.
Oh,
24.
24? You don't see a cloud castle in the sky. You see some clouds, but there's no cloud castle or cloud tower. Just some clouds.
First time we left Nightstone, we went north to go into that cave, right? To go rescue.
do we have to
people.
go into the cave with the goblins?
Well, I wonder if maybe we walk out the north gate and we move on.
Yeah, I think we
don't
just
wish
leave.
to move on. I have more to do.
Here? In Nightstone?
Oh, with life.
Not that kind of move on.
What
Why were
still
you a
move on with
jokester?
Weird memory.
Well, I think if we leave Nightstone, I don't think we're leaving the Palace of Memories until we get that butler to escort us back.
How do we get out then?
Find the next memory, right?
Maybe?
We have
We
to
have
take a
to
walk
hear
down memory lane for real
We-
this time.
We have to live through the entirety of the past year and a half. At least that's what I think it's been in game time.
Fun.
What?
Wait.
We're closer to 2
Our lives are flashing before our eyes.
or 3.
We're all gonna die.
Are we dying?
Maybe we are dying.
We're dying together.
I don't want to die. We haven't broken the deals yet.
Wow! I run around the corner and I look at the house.
You run immediately from going outside. As you start to walk around the corner, there is a massive warg in the middle of the street, like looking at you, Ashlyn, and starts to go and starts to growl at you, and then
burst into flames and grease.
and all of a sudden it starts to slip on a bunch of grease as it and it falls down and just goes
that was a good one,
into flame, and you hear as it burns and then just chards into a pile of dust, and then the wind blows and just blows the pile of dust away.
Episode 1.
Oh, that was fortuitous for me. And I'll keep running.
Okay.
Because I don't remember that. I
You
just
don't.
think that's a weird happenstance.
That's right. So you make your way back to the house that you lit on fire.
Yes.
It looks the same. The door's not burned. It just looks like it's standing there. No one currently present.
Are there words on the door?
There are.
Okay. Alright.
We're having no long effect here. We're just seeing
No,
the door.
I think it's exactly like
Gusts in the wind.
Diana said. It's a broken record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In character, Diana wouldn't have said broken record. Records haven't been invented yet.
Yes.
Darn.
Broken
Whatever.
sundial. It's right
It's
twice a
broken.
day.
It's broken sundial.
Well, I
I don't know quite how
guess
that works, but
Yeah, but that, really?
well, there's no sun, so hey.
there's no sun here, so yeah. I guess we could. Yeah, let's try and see if we can leave Nightstone and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you're just guys gonna head out the main gate over the moat?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the way
like
we
on
came in?
west,
That's the way we left. the
Yeah,
first time.
it would be west. Yes.
North.
west.
West, and then you
Right,
went
so that
northwest to the
We
caves.
went north.
To the caves,
to
yeah.
save the villagers.
Yeah.
Is that the way we came in this time?
Oh yes, yeah. You came
After Buffalo Boy,
like,
we came in through
basically when you walked through that, like you ended up as if you just kind of appeared, as if you just crossed the threshold of where the drawbridge fell across the moat. It was just kind of like you just like appeared in Nightstone as if you just walked across the drawbridge.
But we didn't actually walk across it.
You didn't walk across the drawbridge. You just kind of appeared
Okay.
afterwards. Yeah.
I haven't seen outside of that, so I assume we'll enter the darkness again.
See what happens.
that. Oh, if not, we're gonna have problems.
Okay. You guys all going towards the drawbridge? Yeah, you guys can see out the gate. You can see the drawbridge. You can see the moat below. And immediately upon crossing that threshold, darkness again. And I would like for Derek to roll a d10 for me.
Oh.
7.
What was that?
7.
7. Very good. After walking a few moments through the darkness, you get a blast of cold. And all of a sudden, coming into view, you see snow start to appear. And then below your feet, you start to hear the crunch of snow. And then all of a sudden, this place starts to form in front of you. And you can see this massive opening covered with ice and snow, and massive sculptures of giants holding up an opening. Vix and Silver probably don't recognize this place, but you guys recognize it as the Eye of the All-Father.
Oh.
What a throwback!
Oh, yeah.
This is where our friend died, right?
Harshnag.
Harshnag.
Yeah.
This is
Died.
this was
Thought that I'm.
this was your first confrontation with Ironrith.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Give the rundown to Vix and Silver. The highlight reel.
Okay.
So they have context.
If
You know,
it's
the
actually
old
if it's
school music.
actually if it's actually feeling cold, I just think I'll get a big deep breath in because it feels nice to me.
Feels nice to you. Good. Yeah.
My joints are not having it with a 3 strength.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Still, you're fine.
Callista, as you're walking
snow.
through the snow, you see something moving in the snow beside you. And then you look down and you see this little creature pop out of the snow. It's a little mouse. It's got a little snow on its head.
I'll lean down.
No.
You lean down, it looks at you.
Yeah.
It looks a little closer at you and it goes,
Oh shit!
and it tries to bite you. I'm gonna roll an attack roll. It rolls a 2. It misses.
Oh, that was a good time. Good memory. This is a good one.
It buries back into the snow and it does like the mole, like Bugs Bunny, like headed to Albuquerque, like,
Yep.
Just kind of buries under the snow.
How's that thing still alive? It should have been squashed.
The memory.
That's true. That was a
That's all
Remoraz, by
that's
the way, boys.
It got turned into a mouse and then yeeted off of.
And yeeted off a cliff.
Yeah.
I feel like the gods were really angry at me for doing that, though.
That's why that memory's
Yeah,
there,
great.
Callista. That's why that memory's there.
It's just always right there.
It's bitter, right to the heart.
Bitter.
That was supposed
Must have
to.
been pretty weak.
That
huh?
was supposed to be an epic encounter.
It was so quick. It was like over in less than like, I don't know, 12 seconds. Quickest fight we've ever done, honestly.
Yeah.
In that cafeteria or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Cafeteria.
The meat hall or
Meat
whatever.
hall.
Do I have amnesia?
The
Two
giant. No, what was it, Michael? It was a Remoraz, right?
It was
Remoraz.
Remoraz.
Yeah, it was a Remoraz.
Remoraz.
Remember, like-
No, Clista polymorphs it to a mouse
Your
and chucks it off
mouse.
the side of a cliff.
I remember that part, but I don't
Yeah, it was
remember
like less
the-
than 2 rounds and it was over.
I remember fighting indoors and there's like a cafeteria where like standing
Yeah,
on
we were
tables
indoors.
or
No, we were.
yeah.
Because I think that's...
Dragon Queen. Hmm.
Because the dragon was trying to mess... Or Imarth was trying to mess things up.
As you're seeing that, Molfen is starting to look around. Could we perhaps find a different memory to be poking around in?
Well, how'd you guys leave?
Sadly.
No, we,
Didn't the airship come and get us?
as we were being chased by a massive blue dragon that just murdered our giant friend, who turns out
Well,
he wasn't
We didn't
murdered.
really murder. Yeah.
Oh, it was that Harshnag held her back,
And then somebody
we,
saved
Collapsed
Harshnag.
mountain on top of them.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
the mountain
we-
fell on top of both of them.
How did we get
Airship
out of
show
the
up
mountain?
at that point? That airship that we
No.
destroyed?
If you guys,
What's it
called?
Harshnag,
With-
Harshnag held the dragon up while the building was kind of collapsing,
Yeah.
and held the dragon away from you guys so you guys could escape. And you guys ran out of the place, and the whole place caved in. Later, you found out when you found Harshnag alive that Harshnag was able to last minute jump through that portal that was
Yeah.
in there. And then your mage friend from the Harpers actually found him and saved him and brought him out of the
Crowan?
Crowan. Yep, Crowan.
Crowan.
Crowan brought him out.
So there's a portal for the Allfather,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, inside. Hmm.
Yeah. There is a portal here.
We have to go in.
Let's
that
not go
takes
down
us
that
to the
memory road, shall we?
Do we just turn around and walk back? Is that what we do?
Why did we leave?
Turn around
It's
and
like-
walk away until we find the airship.
It's like
the
it's
red
a, it's
dragon.
that part in the video game where you walk in and then you turn around and walk back to reload the last the last
Last scene.
last scene. Yeah.
Anyway.
I think we
Look
should.
at Diana. If we follow this train of thought, you know where it's going to lead us to.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Down to
I mean-
Sunsarai.
Sunsarai.
Yes.
Honestly, wherever it leads us to, I'm not really following. So
That was the
Wherever-
cloud. We ended up with the cloud giants where you
Yeah.
brought those little.
oh god, not Sunsarai. You see, I
That's
remember
when
the
you did
events.
the
I just don't
divine
remember any
intervention.
names.
Yeah, you say those.
You brought them
kids.
back to life.
You brought them
Mhm.
back to life.
That's true, actually. That was probably, I think, the most important thing I've ever done with my life thus far.
You brought Lachlan back to life.
Yeah, you
too.
remind me. Hello.
I did do that as well.
Yeah,
And
but
your
Lachlan's not a
mom.
child anymore.
And your
Don't
mom,
worry
that's
about-
true.
Bring Lachlan back. Let's worry about the two evil children I saved.
I don't know if they were evil. They were just giants. Right?
They were
Yeah.
children.
Just gonna
Anyways.
slink away and start walking back from where we came
Back
while
from where you
they're
came?
reminiscing because I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, yeah, you just keep on
Right.
kind of walking, and it's kind of strange, Vix, because you keep walking farther than what you remember walking into this place. Almost as if you're just starting to walk back down a mountain.
I'm following
Alright.
him.
I don't
Next.
think this way's it.
I
Maybe
think
we
we
go
have to
in,
move
maybe
forward.
I'm
Which
doing a
direction?
ratatouille to Silver, so I'm like pulling
Yeah.
on, top of his head. I'm like, Going this way.
Oh.
Which direction do we leave?
Where's the portal? That way didn't work.
Yeah, I'll
That
try
didn't
and
work,
see
then
if
in.
we can find the portal, the Allfather, if we can get back on track.
Okay.
We didn't
Keep
leave through the
forward.
portal. Did we? No.
We didn't.
I don't know.
We didn't do it, but we got
We
something.
came here
from him.
twice.
We
right?
came. Yeah, we got that conch thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The conch shell that
A lot
helped
of
you to
hieroglyphic.
teleport to the maelstrom where the storm giants were located. Yeah.
Technically, I still have that thing on my possession.
Mhm.
What happens if you blow into it?
Here,
We should go visit. Might get us out of the Shadowfell.
I ain't doing that out of the Shadowfell. That's what we want to do. So like yesterday.
Yeah. Why are we here?
I think we're here because there's something to.
Have a higher purpose.
Silver,
Oh,
take a point of DM's inspiration, please.
Well,
Like, why did the Raven Queen want us to visit now? And
maybe if
here?
we just say out loud, like, "Hey, butler guy, we want to leave now." Like,
Hey, Xenon.
yeah.
If we're in the Raven Queen's house, can't we just be like, "Hey, I would like to speak to your supervisor," and get to the Raven Queen ASAP? Like, like representative, and then we get
Okay.
no.
Maybe
Karen.
there's something we're supposed to be
pressing
finding in
zero.
these memories, right? I mean, maybe there's a reason why we're.
maybe we missed something along the way. Maybe there's something we're supposed to see.
She hoards memories, though. So I mean, maybe she's just doing this to feed off of us.
Can I remember Nightstone?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what if she was taking these memories right now? Whew.
Smack a bitch is up.
We can't
Oh,
alter
did I
the
say that out
memories.
loud?
I've almost said the B word like 5 times so far. When I
I
said
know.
in
Raven
that room.
Queen! Raven Queen, we want to talk to you!
You say your name 5 times in a mirror and turn around 3 times, she'll show up.
That's a lot. though. Raven Queen, Raven Queen, Raven Queen, Raven Queen, Raven Queen.
I take out my mirror for scrying. Raven Queen, Raven Queen, Raven Queen, Raven Queen.
Oh, that's right. You have that.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
That's why I hate birds.
This is going to hurt. Molfin's going to cast Sending to the butler again.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
You could have got Diana to do that for you.
Yeah.
She has an Is this really necessary? Tell her that we wish to speak with her now. Jesus.
Did you take like max damage?
Roll high when it hurts you, right?
Yeah, 18. It's 3rd level spell, so it's already 3d10. 26.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
no.
real close to max.
Almost, that would be it.
You get a response back, Molfin, that says, "My responsibility is only to guide you to the door. The rest is up to you."
And guide us.
Oh, I'm gonna look
The
at
true
group.
test of withstanding the Fortress of Memories is to confront your fears and move on from them.
Oh
I
god.
did that.
Molfin's gonna look at
Threw water at him.
the group.
Confrontational.
Just a little.
Sorry.
He says his job is to lead us to the door,
Uh-huh.
and it's our job to find our way through.
I think
These
we probably
are-
just try the portal. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say these are your memories, so one of you all have to lead the way, unless you want me or Vix to just wander our way through.
Think
That
if
might
we
be
pro-
funnier.
If we progress through this memory, is that going to cause Imrith to show up?
And we just
She
walk
might-
away.
Is that a fear?
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth it.
It's
Fear
not
of-
really her.
But everything is still tangible.
It's tangible, but it's not real.
I
Tell
feared
it to Diana
horse
who
drag's
injured
death.
the foot.
Oh, that's a
Hey,
good point. This is
what
like
was
a
that?
big. Maybe we need to see it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Even
Then.
if we assume this is not real and it is all within our mind, what happens if you kill the mind?
I'd really rather not find out.
Exactly. So,
I'll
can
die.
we get out of here before the dragon shows up?
Okay.
Avoid confrontations.
I mean,
'Cause
maybe we have to face the dragon in here, right?
We've
think what we
already
have to
faced
face
her
is-
here. We faced her out there. It's-
we might have to face Harshnag's dying again.
I don't want to do that. But he's alive, I think.
He's
I
alive.
know, but it's hard to watch someone die no matter what.
Don't worry, guys. We'll go trigger the cutscene, and then you guys just watch, all right?
Wait.
All right? All right?
Start
Okay.
walking forward once
Yeah,
we
you
get
go
to
trigger
that.
the
Oh, I'm going in
okay.
it. No, I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
You guys going in? Okay. You guys are all walking in.
Keep going.
It's like that downslope. You're walking through snow for a while, and then it's just really cold as you see this structure built all around you. It looks like this has been an ancient built structure, and you guys like those of you that visit the Eye of the Allfather, this looks exactly like what you remember. It's dark and gloomy. All of a sudden, these mysterious kind of ghostly figures start walking and flanking you guys on the side, almost as if they're walking with you. And you notice it's the tribal individuals that you guys met at the door who were trying to break into this place. They had like a little white dragon wormling with them when you guys
yeah.
approached them at
Yeah.
first.
Oh,
Cannot remember their names, but you guys pretty much brutalized them, I believe. And
Dragon rodeo.
yeah,
The Uthgard barbarians.
yeah, the Uthgard barbarians. That's right. And they're
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
still
like
have like one of their trinkets.
they're kind of walking with you, almost as if you guys are all walking together as a group. They start as like mystical, ghost-like, and then they kind of just form into their figures as they're walking with you, going towards the doorway. You can see that the doorway is actually illuminated at the size of it. There's these two sconces that are kind of burning with bright blue flames as you guys approach this massive door. And the door is already, like, you can see the ice has been broken, and the door is like hanging open. And there's a couple tree branches like sticking through the door.
There was a fruit tree that somebody.
It's a plant our druid did it. Must have been Callista.
I gotta try to open the door.
I take full responsibility for the Remoraz, not the tree. Not that one.
So yeah,
I'm on silver, so wherever he's going, I'm going too.
what were those seeds called, Matthew?
So those were from a bag of beans.
Bag of beans. That's what I need to search.
Weren't they magical fruit? And like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
some of
tree
them
that
were
looked like
poison, and some of them were like some of them were banes, some of them were boons.
I got like a permanent stat booster.
they were like
Yeah.
potions, basically. They're potion at like fruit.
There is currently fruit on this tree as Silver starts opening it. Some of the fruit kind of starts to fall off onto the ground.
Ooh.
Collect some fruit.
Do we remember which were good and which were bad?
No, they were
It
random.
was kind of random.
Well, we remember, right? Because we plucked them off.
We
Oh,
do
yeah.
remember which one he ate.
It's kind of like you remember,
I
like
ate
one was a
one.
banana, one was an orange.
yeah,
It's kind of like you remember
Oh,
that, but you don't like, oh, it was exactly here in this location
Yeah.
and pull it off.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So-
Damn, we
Also,
can't
the
get all
fruit-
stat boots. Not gonna give us all stat boosts.
I mean, you can take all there's 28 pieces of fruit on it.
Alright, take
and
some
like
fruit.
half of those will kill us.
I take some fruit. Not all of it.
I
Maybe
take
like 6 pieces of fruit. I
I will say it'll take about 30 minutes to collect all 28 pieces because the tree is kind of large and you'd have to climb up it and kind of, or you could use spells or whatever if you guys want to use resources to gather all of them. It could take less time. It's up to you.
Lachlan, don't you have a mage hand? You can like get.
I do.
It's only, is it 60 feet range or 30 feet range? On
That's a
your,
really good question on the mage
I
hand.
think mage hand is 30 normally. I don't know if there's
30.
The 30
30,
feet.
yeah. You wouldn't be able to get the ones at the top. You'd be able to probably get half of the fruit. by staying at
Is
on the
this-
ground and just using Mage Hand.
Is this just a temptation, though?
Yeah, I keep walking. I'm not stopping for the street.
Okay.
Eat
Alpha
one.
is gonna misty step up to grab a piece of fruit and just start eating it and keep walking.
Okay. Roll a
Yeah, I'm in the Molfin eat one crowd.
roll a Molfin roll a D10 and also Lachlan roll a D10.
Only one.
I got a 10. Is that good or bad?
5.
5.
Can I eat one?
You can eat
One.
one if you'd like.
I got a 6.
You know what? I never.
I don't think close to 8 last time.
I got
Me neither.
Tijuana.
I remember
No,
That's
Chris
a
was
really
supposed
bad
to
idea for
pick up that
everybody
one.
to eat one right now. But
Yeah.
let's go for it. You know?
You know
That's
what?
we do is bad
You know what?
ideas.
Final episodes of the campaign. Let's all do it. Let's do a shot of
Right?
fruit.
Everybody roll a
Yep.
D10 because you're kind of just grabbing one at
I got a
random.
10. I got a 10,
So
and I would
Silver
like to
and
have an
Vix are the
apple,
only ones
please.
not doing. Got it. Okay, cool. I'm saying if you all die, I don't have a way of resurrecting it. I don't think Vix does either. So,
Nope.
Oh, I'm the cleric, huh?
yep.
Eh.
Also, the druid is eating one.
She's eating last. She's not dumb.
I want to eat the fruit of forbidden knowledge.
Oh, okay. Lachlan, you feel as if are you at full HP right now?
Yes.
Okay, you feel as if you would have been injured, this fruit would have given you some vitality. It
Delicious.
just tastes really good to you right now.
Tastes kind of like a healing potion almost. Drink, you know?
Who else ate the fruit? Other than
I think everyone did.
yeah, Matthew, you
Yeah.
rolled a 5. It just seems to taste like a really excellent piece of fruit. What did you roll on yours, Ashlyn?
6.
6. Same thing. You get a piece of fruit that just tastes really, really good.
Nom nom nom.
Callista, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Another piece of fruit that tastes really, really good.
Out of 10?
10?
Uh-oh.
You turn into a brick.
Yeah.
Are you injured at all?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay.
Petrified.
No. It just you feel like if you would have eaten this fruit and you were injured, it would have restored a little bit of your vitality.
It's a health potion.
Okay.
Good.
Woohoo.
Yay, good fruit. Good times, good times.
All
You should
got
make
good
sangria with
fruit.
this
What a
sometime.
tastes
We
tastes
did it!
great, just how you remember. Those of you who ate it, tastes just how you remember. Yeah.
Never ate
So,
it.
Gramps?
I'm happy I got to.
This guy, bad luck. I'm not doing it.
Nah, you valid.
So you guys go into this large chamber, and you can see there's this massive sculpture in the middle of the room, 100 feet high. And it's in a different pose than you guys remember it, though. He's like has his hands up and is holding the ceiling up. And you guys look up there and you can see that the ceiling is all cracked. And you can see that the other giant statues are all around holding their weapons, just like you remember. And you can see beyond that, there's that rune portal. In the distance, it's already activated and the mist seems to sparkle with light greens and purples and blues.
That's where we need to go.
Statue
that way.
holding up the ceiling.
Mhm.
Is it Harshnag? Does it look
Is the
different?
giant holding it?
It looks like you remember it. If you guys remember, it represented the All-Father, which is basically
yeah.
the primary deity of the giants. It had a cloak, so you couldn't see its face over, like a cow over its face, but it was in a different pose. Now it's in a pose that's kind of like holding up a cracked ceiling.
It's kind of cool that, like, Harshnag, when he first came here, he was all, like, in awe of the statues, and now, like, the statue is doing what he did.
I know.
It's a shame he's not here to see that.
We can tell him when we get back.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here alive.
There also is the door to the cafeteria to the right. It's kind of ajar. There's also the door, there's another door to the left. Within this
Did we
mess.
go in that room, the one to the left?
I don't
Last time?
think you guys did. There was like a layer of ice, and you guys had to like find a way to get the ice off before you could
Yeah.
even get into those doors because it was so cold.
Is the ice still there or no?
It appears to be, yes.
Okay.
Obviously, the big swirling vortex of death we're meant to go through.
Yeah, let's head that way.
All right, you guys head to the
Did you
swirling
just
vortex
make
of
car
death.
sounds holding Silver?
Yeah.
As you guys start making your way across the floor, you realize that it's all covered in frost and ice. And Silver, as you're walking, I mean, it's you like the cold temperatures, but it's still a little bit slipperier under the feet. And Callista, as you're kind of walking, you hear, and you hear behind you. And you turn around, and it looks like a piece of ceiling has fallen out off and hit the floor.
Let's quicken our pace. I'm gonna use produce flame just to see if I can get a better view of what's above.
Okay.
You'll melt it.
It's a really tall ceiling. It's like 100
Okay.
feet up there.
Oh, okay.
So you'd
Right,
have
if
to
it's a
have
100-foot statue, so it's like
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be hard to see all the way up there. Now, the room is lit by these like dim blue sconces that seem to, and that portal itself illuminates a little bit, so you can see. It's just dim light up there.
all right. Well, let's just
I see
quicken our
anything?
pace.
As she says that, I looked up. I can see 120 feet without, as normal in both magical and non-magical darkness.
Yeah, it looks like the building, this whole room is starting to shake and rumble, and it looks like the pieces that are trying to be held up by the statue are starting to come loose.
Quicken.
Looks like it's collapsing.
Let's go. Move.
Okay, so you guys start to pick up the
Already
pace.
such a witness.
Everybody do me a favor and make a dexterity, or I'll call this acrobatics check.
I was just about to say, I was gonna take out my sword and start using it as like a walking stick. I don't know if that's gonna help me at all, but
I will say that
you know, like how you have like for like skiers have those poles.
yes, I see that. I'll give
If not, I was just
I'll give you advantage. I just feel like
Okay,
it would
cool.
still slow you down to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Can I inspire him because I'm riding on his head making like horse noises?
Sure. Let's hear some of those horse noises, please, for the inspiration. Yes, I love it. So that's
What's
a
your
D12
inspiration?
inspiration dice. Is that right?
I believe, yeah.
D12, yeah.
I used to
Use my
one of those-
DM's inspiration from running earlier.
Okay, you got it.
26.
Also do that.
Please tell me one of those fruits we picked up was a coconut that we can cut in half and give the two shells to.
Shells and bang them together.
That's awesome.
You said acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
And my acrylics, I could like do the.
Yeah, I
acrylic
rolled a
thing.
13.
13 total. Okay.
Mhm.
27.
27. Wow.
24.
Lachlan, I'm
Yeah.
right up there with you. I rolled a 7.
Oh.
Who all rolled under a 15? Just the two of you? Diana, how was
Just
your
the
roll?
Two of us.
Oh, continuing on the trend of the sevens, I roll a 17.
17. Okay, good. You rolled over. 15 was the number. Molfin and Callista, you both slip
Shit.
and fall as you try to quicken your pace on the icy floor, and you slam down onto the floor. The rest of the group is kind of just pulling away from you as you hear horse noises from the back of Silver. And they're headed towards that. I need you guys to now, as you hear rumbling and crashes on the floor, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Am I able to quickly turn around and try to grab my GF? Reach for her?
You would have to,
Kinda
like, you're, like, moving ahead of her, and you just notice, so you'd have to, like, turn around and run back to her to do this. So this is going to happen first, because basically she slams on the ground and sees basically big boulders starting to fall down on top of them.
I can't abandon her.
That's a 12.
I had. Okay.
That's a 12. What did you roll, Callista?
That's a 7, but I was gonna cast a spell.
Yeah,
A
these two are
bonus action
slippery.
spell.
A bonus action spell? This would require a reaction spell.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Yep, 7.
22 points of bludgeoning damage to both of you. As the ceiling begins to collapse and some of the stones and stuff just start kind of piling around you and on top of you. Diana, are you rushing back to help your girlfriend?
I run back around and I carefully get over there so that I can help them up, heal them when I get there. I'll cast mass healing word.
Okay.
I will also cast a spell to try to help them and cast Bigby's hand to do interposing hand between them and the ceiling.
Nice. Yeah, that is gonna hurt you because of your.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it'll protect them from the rocks.
You got it.
I will go back physically for Molfin and help him up and try to pull him along.
Are you being careful or are you hurrying?
I'm hurrying.
Okay. Go ahead and make another acrobatics check for me.
Sure.
I'm ready to throw a spell out. Just let me know.
35 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
27.
27. Oh yeah, perfect. You can rush up to Molfin. You take one of the pieces of rubble and kind of push it off to the side.
And I'll have the hand move.
They get 10 points
as
of
they
healing.
run.
10 points of healing back to Molfin and Callista.
Yay. And I try to help them up.
Okay.
I was gonna.
There's a hand right above you, a glowing, glimmering hand, purple hand that's just kind of deflecting the boulders and stones as they fall.
As Diana was running up to me, I was going to cast Grasping Vine to wrap it around her waist and pull myself to her.
Perfect. You can do that.
I will do that.
Grasping Vine doesn't do any damage, does it? Okay.
Nope. It just pulls.
Molfin.
Got it.
Hold on to Molfin too.
I got Molfin.
Ashlyn got Molfin. With her 27
Do it back there, hurry up!
She's so fast.
And with
I'm like speed skating. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Vix, are you just holding the hand above them as they're
as they go by? I'm just gonna hold the
Excellent.
hand above them, and then when they catch back up to the group, I'm just gonna try to shield everybody as much as I can.
Perfect. And you do so, and you guys make it to the portal. Are you guys jumping in?
Yep.
Yes.
Apparently.
Right. And you guys leap into the portal into darkness. And that's where we're going to end this week's episode of Kindred Lists.
No.
Oh my god!